Hello. Thursday.
Gentlemen.
How are we today?
Great.
That's a lie, but I like it.
Yes, let's fucking go. Fuck everything adulting that I've had to deal with the last 2 fucking weeks. Special guest, Toy Gaines.
Hey, look at this guy.
So how big's your cock? Let's just get it out of the way. Let's just rip the Band-Aid right off. Let's just talk about it.
You really want to know, or
is it a baby's arm holding an apple? Like what we're talking about here?
I would, if I was hung like that, I would be in porn. I would 100%. Be in porn. It's fun. It's a good gig. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a crime against humanity if you
weren't.
This is not what I expected from you, but I'm glad you're asking. I would be in porn though, Zakainen.
This is a throwback to the Road Show with Articulated Ninja.
Oh, well, these
was having a show right now, members only. But you know what? We're all gonna be tripping over each other's cocks, and that's what Replay Squad's for.
He has 2 women, so I'm thinking if he has 2 women, he must have 12 inches, 6 inches for each girl.
It got it. I mean, the math checks.
Yeah,
math works out here.
Yes, I have 1 girl, so that should tell you. Tiny gains.
Whoa.
The Steiner math for you.
Average gains is fine.
My girl's 5'11". I love my wife.
Yeah, but no complaints from the wife. What do they say? It's how you use the boat that's in the water.
Oh, that bullshit. Whatever.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's something us tiny dick guys say.
I'm just gonna add tripod to my list of aliases like Segway and Albino Cobra and Muzzles Marinara.
Okay.
So yeah, tripod. I'm just gonna add that.
Okay.
Don't forget about the Alabaster Albino.
No, it's Albino Cobra. I don't think we got Alabaster worked in yet.
I just did it.
He just did it. How you guys doing though, man? This is a pleasure to be. You two are. I've said this before. You're both talented in your own ways. Mikey, obviously, more talented.
Way more.
Oh my God.
I only have like maybe 3 weeks left on this earth. Mikey is the rising fucking star. I'm the media.
Right. So it's good to see you two together. I watched this show. I watch bits and pieces because I'm in fucking bed, half nude, lathered up when the show comes on. Well,
lathered up.
I'm buttered up, baby.
Always no slouch.
Jerk, are you in bed naked?
He's buttered up. He's got cream cheese on his nipples.
He's still sitting at the desk, but he is lathered and
uses oil. Jerk uses butter. Is that what we're hearing? Here we find out some more behind the scenes.
As long as it's butter and not, margarine.
True.
Correct.
True.
100% correct. Grass fed.
I like a little beef tallow, nice sheen, natural, organic.
That's all the rave right now is beef tallow.
Beef tallow, yeah.
No, really, you start doing keto and carnivore, beef tallow. Bacon grease.
Yeah.
Guys, we're not going to talk about that. Gaines is on a time frame.
Yeah. What do you want to
not only Ninja as far as away games this weekend, he was also on 3QA Saturday. You've been in a road show.
It's funny. I feel like I wrote a book that I didn't write, and I'm promoting the book. So let's pretend I wrote a book, and it's not about dick size or tits. It's about.
I don't believe you then.
I'm like, it breaks the illusion, and I'm not sold on it.
Yeah, everyone check under your seats. There's a copy of the book Gaines didn't write.
I can't believe it's not butter jerk.
That's what he is.
Oh shit.
There'll be a lot of shows, but hey, I'm ending the week strong with my boys. So I feel comfortable. I'm not like nervous at all. I'm ready to have some fun. So
we've been down this road.
Yeah, we've been down this road.
Yeah, I feel we're fairly familiar with each other.
Absolutely. I mean, I told the man how big my dick is. So
yeah.
I imagine you do that on the Talkies truck. You're like, I got a regular sized penis. And they're like, just stock the Intamins, brother.
Let's get in our first segment. We don't keep Gaines all night because he has to get to that Intamins truck tomorrow morning. Let's get.
He does. Intamins wait for no man.
Oh, I was in the club, baby.
I know. I get excited about that one.
Cranberry vodka, some butterface in front of me.
Just looks like a ponytail from that angle, though.
Here, let's do this. I'll lead this sucker off with Mikey. I have given up on trying to figure out literally how to do that on the camera angle. I'm gonna go back to this. Is it this one? Sure, guys. Professional show here. Professional show.
Oh,
I've already shown this off on a couple of shows. Hey, but this is our show, okay? So I'm gonna show this off and Gaines. I got a Gaines.
Yeah, this
is shipping was a bitch on it.
Is this not the A-team van, or what am I looking at?
No, here? I'm waiting. So this is the Punisher. The Punisher.
Oh, it's the Punisher one.
Yep. This is what the Raider versus the Recoil, I think, is the A-team van. But anyway, that'll be my Punisher and whatever armored, personnel shit I'm gonna throw that into.
You have become the vehicle master.
Gun racks in it?
Do what?
You gonna put any gun racks in it?
Probably. That makes sense. And then if I do a microchip scene where I can set up like a surveillance equipment, like old style in there for a microchip.
Yeah.
I need a microchip.
Yes.
But I'm going to get this out. I'm going to do, God help me, a review on it. Holy shit. I hate the editing process, but I'm going to keep working at it. So make it better.
Nice.
The other thing I did is I went to Target today and I picked up little Midoriya. My Hero Academia. I love this anime. And it's like a $16-17 figure. I love these things. They're a lot of fun.
I can hear it from here.
You can hear it? But he's a kid, so he's like, he's going to sound like that a little more. Yeah. Anyway, I love these little figures from Total Anime. They're a lot of fun. I think Bandai Spirit's another one. But anyway, a lot of fun. Not very expensive at all. And not expensive. Shout out to Disavowed. Get better, Tim. He said that this was on clearance at Target, and it sure as hell was.
Yeah.
So I played the long game. Tim, long game Disavowed over there. Picked this up for, I think, $15, like $15.99, maybe.
Fun
at Target.
Yeah.
And they had like 3 more of them too. And I figure that's what I wanted that long game on that one. And it paid off. Shout out to Tim. And then I showed this off, but I'm going to show it off here. This is that Fish Toys horsey.
Oh, what the real hair?
Yes.
Got it, huh? I was curious about this thing.
And then I was an idiot, and I haven't even opened this up. And a black one went up for sale on 5K Toys.
Yeah.
That someone didn't buy or whatever. They had an extra allocation. So I bought that one as well. I'll tell you, on 5K Toys, they're all gone except for there's 2 variations of each. They have like different like Clydesdale feet.
Yeah. I think BBTS still has
Town one's got one. I haven't seen these on BBTS. So if they're, check them out. They might suck. I don't know. I'm not gonna say buy these things until I get a review on them, but
yeah. And it's impressive looking from like the box art and photos rather.
The photos, the box art's what sold me on it. I'm gonna try to do it by either Friday or Saturday. We'll see what happens. It's already Thursday.
Who's going on that fucking steed?
Well, when I saw that at Zolocon, when I saw that Savage Crucible Death Dealer, that's why I wanted that black horse.
The man's thinking of it ahead. That's good. Perfect.
I didn't know that Death Dealer was coming out when these went up for pre-order initially. And then when I saw that at Zolocon, I was like, holy shit, I wish I'd bought a black one. And then I kept watching 5K and they released one of the black ones. I'm like, I'm going to risk it. Because I've got Tim said that tonight, that Witcher Roach.
Yeah.
I picked that up, but it's not that big.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on like the Mythic Legions horse, which I think would be a good size too for him. But anyway, that is what I had for GTFO. Mikey, I give you enough time to get some
gather your shit.
Get your shit, Mikey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go back to the comment section over here.
I got this.
Invisible Agent
box.
Venom. Hell yeah.
It's my book.
Box.
That's my book.
I overpaid for it too. I paid box with a figure in it prices.
Are you doing stuff to him, like modding him, manipulating this guy? What's going on?
Just giving him the accessories that Hasbro should have, I guess.
Sure.
Pistols.
Your pops in here.
Not having that waist articulation, man, is just murdering my soul. I can't believe they would have taken that out.
So weird.
They giveth and they taketh away.
But
They do.
why would you taketh away on that?
I don't know. Can we see the damn thing? I mean, it still looks okay though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told Mikey I'm gonna take mine and paint all the white red and make him the Thunderbolts version with Ross.
Style.
That is my plan with that, because son of a bitch, that figure makes me so mad. The CT Toys knockoff one, far better.
Mm.
I can't get past the weird cuts on all over the body.
All over the body.
All over it.
Brian King's waiting on a Big Bad Toy Store in his van.
On the van. Yeah. So that's what I got. That's what I got there.
Well, I don't have a fancy third camera, but I got my big fucking head. I got two fantastic
Big head
pieces that are hitting target right now.
Oh.
They got a little Pee-wee. Okay. Pee-wee. This is stunning in hand. It's NECA, so the articulation's single jointed, but as long as he can sit down, I'm fine with Pee-wee. I'm sure they'll release the bike in a 2-pack. And what's even more impressive is the saturation they slapped on this suit. Look at that red, Mikey, and like the dry brushing around the edges.
It's pretty nice.
Is that a mauve?
Some nice.
I don't know, but NECA, they had a rough 2024, but 2025 is starting off really good for that company. So good for NECA, bounce back year. They're still weird in some areas. They do a lot of turtle stuff, but when they put out a figure of a movie character, they really nail it.
Also, HTC, I don't know, with money. I don't pay attention to that shit. I can't remember.
$3,000.
Only
$3,000. That's what it was.
I do have that, by the way. Do we have our community deal, Mikey?
What did that gentleman ask for? Who was?
We're gonna do it right now, actually.
Oh,
I got you.
Thanks for giving back to the community.
What community? There's a community?
Yeah.
Is looking at you, kid.
We'll bounce that real quick here. So, Yojo Daddy,
Yeah,
that in there. He's got a flyer for a show that I'm gonna put into
the
the old StreamYard there. Gadsden Collector Con.
Nice.
I hate Instagram where I can't blow the picture up. That drives me absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, the IG Instagram website or whatever you want to call it, app for the computer or whatever is terrible.
It's real bad for the computer.
There's stuff that's
Weird.
great. But the stuff that isn't, man, it's the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
They lock that shit the fuck down, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is dumb. They make you work for it. Anyway, yeah, Gaster Collector Con, July 26, 2025, Gadsden, Alabama.
Wow.
So if you're in that area, check
Check out the show. Yeah.
And on the same note as conventions, 419 is the Toy Mania Collector Con in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Wow. Toy shows are just everywhere, man.
Which,
yeah. Raise the roof, baby.
We showed up.
We
Showed up.
You asked me, you gave me a homework assignment, Zakainen. Let chat know you gave me like homework for this show, which is fine. It's very fun. I like talking about things. One of them was to bring something like unique.
Yes, well, hell, let's get into that part. I kind of mixed with the community segment in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it came from the collection. Let's do it.
Dynashift. I am dying to show this because I'm such a. Are you guys big autograph guys? Or I think we talked about this before. Like I
got
am not,
one. I have Jessica Negri. That's it.
That's I do you. What about meeting celebrities? Do you give a shit to meet a celebrity?
It's cool when it happens. Like I got to say, hey, what's up, Booker T? I got to say hi to oh God bless whatever her name is from Next Generation, the doctor. She looked very beautiful.
Get a great super chat here from TC. I could use that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do that. Let's
nice
just get there. Hang on. By the way, if you guys haven't figured this out yet, boy Mikey, back to the community because he's part of it. My boy, he got his channel monetized.
Oh,
TC for $30. Off topic. Gringo Bandito funds. Get green or some combo with green.
Cheers.
Yep. Chip. Thank you, TC. Very
much. Cool.
Thank you, man. Thanks.
Sometime in high school, I'm a lot older than you guys. I'm an old fucking wise, dried up pube heaven.
I don't think you're that much older than Gaines.
Zakainen?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I forget.
He can't be older than me.
I know I was a senior, and somebody came to, I forget what class, graphic arts, where you could fuck around in this class, right? You got to listen to this tape. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I was like, let me hear. You know, we've had Eddie Murphy Raw and shit like that. But I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? It was prank calls, and I fucking was in tears in class. It was the Jerky Boys. And then years later, I found out that this guy, Johnny Brennan, is from 2 towns over. This is To Angelo, good luck there, Rubberneck. I had the pleasure of meeting him at a local con, and I interviewed him for a goof as Big A. And I love the Jerky Boys. Prank calls are like I don't know if they're a guilty pleasure. They just, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm having a bad week, I can just pop on prank calls and just be fucking in tears. So to meet someone I listened to that Jerky Boys, those first 3 tapes, thousands of times.
Yeah.
So it was like meeting Al Pacino for like a film buff. It was very surreal, very fun. And that's hanging in the old toy garage. And I'm not an autograph guy, but I had to do that. And means a lot to me.
That's the whole thing, when you're not an autograph guy, but you're like, I need to have this autograph.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get out of that, we're like, oh man, this would be so fucking cool.
Yes.
Now, did you get starstruck and tongue tied when you were talking to him? How'd it go?
No, when I'm Big A, I'm loosened up, and I asked him if he ever talked in character to his wife, or if the tapes, the success, because he was in a movie that I know it wasn't that good, but it's still funny. I asked him if he got any pussy from the film, and his wife was right there, and he was just like, yo, cut this shit out. He was probably more nervous than I was.
Now, listen, it's like Batman, guys. Big A isn't the mask.
Yeah.
Toy Games is the mask.
Toy Games.
If you search Big A goes to Hudson Valley Comic-Con, you'll see that interview. It was pretty fun.
Oh, and you did it? You had it taped?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I'll have to watch that. That was the one you linked to me and mine, was it?
No, that was Big A Eats an Angry Whopper.
Yeah, right. That was a skit one. I haven't watched that yet. It's in the plalement. I haven't
watched it
later, by God. Dude, Big A is amazing. I love your Big A.
So listen, I've been making videos for years with friends, and some of it is just for us, for inside jokes. I will say Big A is the one thing where I thought, like, okay, this is it. We're gonna I don't know about go viral.
It's gonna blow up.
Yeah, that's the one thing I thought maybe the Big A would catch on. It's fun and it's funny, but sadly, I'm still fucking flat broke.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of blowing up,
on you.
I've got to look. I don't know.
I've seen Gaines drop. Okay, this is Tristan's comment.
I might have added it into the wrong damn studio. Son of a bee sting.
What did you not do?
Can I add a clip like right off the bat? Can I do that?
Yeah. You just go into media assets and add one.
Let's do
while you're doing that, I gotta my mom and Tony.
I just say the P word in front of your mom, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, bud.
I didn't know this was a family affair. I meant cat. Johnny Brennan had a cat, you know.
Oh, we're backtracking now, huh? you think my mom
I don't know.
Walk it back.
some shit?
Walk it back.
I don't know, Mikey.
You're safe.
Okay, good.
Most of the words I use that can't be said in public,
Yeah.
I learned from my mother.
Oh, good. Me too.
Not Papa, Mama.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, dad's is more colorful and hurtful.
We could be broke together.
No saving it now. Well, you know, I don't get many chances to interview big stars, so I had to know if doing a movie, like if the girls came a knocking.
Yeah.
And he said he was already married at that point. He's been married since like high school. So,
All right, Mikey, I got the clip loaded now.
that's
Finally,
Okay.
let's do this. I threw it together just because. Speaking of Mama Kukovic,
cheers.
Nice.
and followed by
Oh,
Hey,
Tony.
this guy.
Mhm.
Tony
Uh,
owns a wrestling company now.
False Finish Productions.
Very cool. No, I mean the Legend Series Wrestling.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
in
talking about that LS Dubs.
Yeah, he's a
This
commissioner.
does.
He's a busy man.
Legends
He's the
Finish Alliance. Tony's
So
going to be
funny.
on my rumbling and ranting. I'll do a pre shout out now on Monday. Still got to make the thumbnail. Probably do that tonight. But yeah, Tony and I'll probably. I don't like having a set thing to talk about, but we're probably going to talk about the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance.
I don't think it'll come up.
Fun.
Yeah, right.
I don't think.
I don't
think it will.
I don't think it'll come up at all.
Speaking of coming up, hey buddy, do you have anything for it came from the collection?
Yeah, I do. And it actually is kind of a acquisition of today. So we'll go to beep, boop boop doop boop doop. So I got this today. I don't buy many Johnny Lightnings, but when it's a Colonnade Pontiac, I can't help it. So 73 to 77 Colonnade body style. This is the Grand Am.
73, great year.
Got a few of them.
Look at this guy.
These are all Ollie scores.
Really?
Oh,
The only time I ever see these, it's at Ollie's, and I get so excited when it's a fucking Pontiac Grand Am.
I can't believe the kids aren't scooping these up in the main.
Kids don't know shit about fuck.
Old dad cars. I think my dad impregnated my mother in one of them cars.
I love those so much. I have an actual emblem for one.
Holy shit!
I just had a Le Mans, but the Grand Ams were so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's fucking
the
cool.
stupid car shit.
I
So
love
the 90s
stupid car
thing,
shit, buddy.
The 90s Grand Am. What a fucking clunker.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
man.
3 years in the 70s, and when they came back, it was poop.
Stupid car shit will get us to this super chat from Gonzo. What's up, Jay Gons? $4.99. Cheers, gents, and to Mikey. Thank you for them custom destro figs.
nice.
If you don't know, Mikey's work is excellent, top notch, and of superior quality, and it will get you ladies. He meant to say that with that face. That's what the salute was.
I had heard that. Gonzo, this is for you.
Throttle snap in Z formation.
In living color, baby.
But Gonzo, that is a segue to Gonzo because he sent me a deal for on Amazon. They've got a 1/12 scale model kit. What's it? It was a Camaro,
69
right?
Camaro.
Yeah,
God,
that's 69 Camaro. So I'm like,
that's
fuck it.
cool.
After putting that RC together, this is going to be next level. And I have so many models I haven't put together, but a 1/12 scale, I'd like to cut my teeth on that one, see what I can come up with.
That's going to be really, really cool. And I'm sure it will be small because it'll probably be proper 112. But
Well, if I fuck it up,
cool on a shelf though.
yeah, we can put some SH figure arts or something in there.
Yeah, maybe some
Or
Black
I'll-
Series. They're close to 112 proper.
Or I'll just use it in the background, like, and just put it, fudge it into, the picture with the rest of my vehicles.
Yeah, just racing your ramen racer, Well,
I've got a few vehicles.
You do.
You do a vehicle tour. Now, shout out to Grievance. I haven't seen Grievance in a hot minute, man. That guy had like a drive-in just full of fucking vehicles, dude. It was sick.
Vehicle tour is a good idea.
I like it.
Yeah.
1990 Firebird. Oh shit, Trey.
I had a 69 for a very brief moment.
Oh man.
Go
ahead, buddy.
What did the Bandit have? That was a Firebird, right? Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh yeah, Pontiac Trans Am Firebird.
Yeah, that's the car.
Oh man, I hope Ace does that one. Anybody, I don't care. Somebody do it. I don't care if it's a model kit. Give me a model kit.
That
one would be cool because then you could do different noses. You could do like Smoking the Bandit 2 with the 4 headlights, and you could do that pretty cool. I don't know how you do the chicken. I don't know how you do the screaming chicken, but I'm sure Ace will figure it out.
Okay, Polly, dude. Tony has
I gotta do that.
People, I cut a promo for him too on my backstage attack on Samuel Edwards. It's some good shit.
The thing is Polly Pepperjack doesn't actually look like Polly Pepperjack in the game. Polly Pepperjack in the game looks like me in a fucking tracksuit.
Yeah. Versus that wig you had on.
Me in a tracksuit. Yeah, Polly Pepperjack. I got to get the big hair and the pit vipers out, man. That's Polly. Hey, dude.
Speaking of, what's up, Sammy?
There he is.
Samuel Edwards. Yeah, Tony's like, you're going to attack Samuel Edwards. I'm like, I'm doing what? Sammy? Okay, it's wrestling. I'll go heel. What can I attack fucking Samuel Edwards on? Well, I hate fish.
You're
I'm going to use that. That's all I got. That's all I got.
He could have psyched you out with a smoke screen. Ninja
That smoke screen. Cutting those trees. Hell yeah. Oh my God. My It Came From the collection is going to be pretty easy. I almost don't want to touch scene because apparently I can't do it correctly, Mikey. But oh, hey, it worked. Hey, I didn't even touch anything. Did you do it?
I did.
Sweet.
Oh,
it's just because it's topical.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Tim's definitive Hulk, and it is my definitive Hulk.
That one's got hard tits.
Hard titty Hulk.
Yep. It's got the rip away gain shirt because again, Maximum Toy Gains. If it doesn't have like a tearaway shirt,
yeah, I'm saying, when you say Maximum Definitive, it should have everything that it needs to be with that everything they've made before. At least
best version of that Hulk. You should be able to make whatever version as close as you can to that Hulk.
Just
come up with a wonky eye.
Does he have a wonky eye as a cannon? He got a little.
Does it have a wonky eye?
That's the head sculpt on this one. It's one of those things. It depends on the shot, but yeah, he does have
like an angle thing.
Which again, now I know I got that totally awesome Hulk, but I keep leaning into the thing that I might be doing this Lou Ferrigno.
Oh my Ferrigno Hulk, man! How that's not an official toy is really strange too.
Giving you a little thumb action over here, but yeah, I might end up going ahead and doing that Ferrigno Hulk on that and calling it fucking good because this fucking head sculpt's so goddamn awesome.
I hope you do.
Yeah, because I mean that head sculpt. Now, what I want to do, I'll buy that Maximum Hulk. I'll do it. I don't give a shit because I want that Professor Hulk look. But now I don't think I will because of that.
Calling your bullshit right now.
Because that matching the color up. That green's not going to match this motherfucker.
No, and green. Listen, you think green? Okay, that's an easy color to paint. There are so many fucking shades of green when you are looking for either a Hulk or Ferrigno Hulk, you'll lose your fucking mind. And even reference shots, you'll be like, one looks more like vibrant and neon, and then the next shot looks dull. You'll go nuts.
I'll be real honest with you. Green has given me the most troubles trying to match or paint. Like green is a bitch. It's a big spectrum.
Well, you know why? It's because the human eye picks up more shades of green than any other color.
It's a bitch.
Because again, our lizard brain, we were trying to see through camouflage, all the greenery and shit.
These top 2 rows
Here, Mikey, I'll get
All
you big.
just different shades of green.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Yeah. Not counting Citadels, not
Mhm.
counting, Model
Yeah.
Masters. That's just like Army Painter and war
With some
paints
Vallejo.
and all kinds of stuff back. Vallejo, yeah, just tons and tons of various shades.
Tristan found the maximum Hulk emoji.
There it is. There it is.
Shout out to Australia over there. Keep holding that the colony down. But yeah,
Penile.
yeah, that Hulk, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that Hulk now. I was seriously gonna get it, and now because I can't match those heads up with this one, I'm probably gonna skip it.
That part sucks. You can't pop your own head on there, and I don't know. Listen, as a toy collector, you want to.
Why is that? Why can't you swap the heads?
They
out?
mess with the peg.
Shout out to
They made like a proprietary peg that just fits those 3 heads that it comes with.
That's what Jerk said. I believe it. They don't want you to have fun. That's what it comes down
Beast was
to.
a different blue too.
That's not gonna stop me.
Color matching is hard. Even at the factory too, right? They're like, you have to have the factory. It's like, hey, remember to keep that this specific color.
Mhm.
It's hard to do that shit, man. And I'll tell you what.
And with Hulks, they
story.
fade. They fade skin tones. It's almost like dry brushed, where it has a lighter on the top and darker in the crease of the muscles.
Yes.
Mm.
Yep. Or the highlights.
It's just an added challenge.
Yep. They're like an ombre.
Yeah, it's almost like a dry brushing.
Yeah. So with the Hulk, by the way, they made him green back in the day. Do you know why, Gaines?
Wait a minute. I knew this.
Why they made him they did green from the gray?
I forgot, so tell me.
It wasn't because of the story. They worked it into the story. It's
because
they ran out of gray ink for the comic.
Jeez.
And they're like, shit, what do? We gotta put this comic out.
Yeah. Wow.
They made him green. Jeff Butler fact check me on that.
I do know that in the show, the Incredible Hulk show, the director wanted him red.
Oh, I'd not heard that for the show.
Yeah, but they were like, you can't have some guy looking like El Diablo running the streets. They said it would look too like devilish or something.
Yeah, that.
Well, what you see with the Red Hulk, that Red Hulk, the aesthetic looks fucking awesome.
I mean, this was the same time period where they were convinced that people playing Dungeons and Dragon were casting spells and worship.
Yeah, it was really. I was alive for them times, and it was really, really strange. Like especially with heavy metal music and Judas Priest and Iron Maiden.
Before the dark times. Before the
I know, for I was there when it was written.
Weird.
It is past Gaines again. He's doing overtime. So we're gonna get.
Don't worry about his bedtime.
Don't you worry, K-Mac.
He'll be at work tomorrow. He's a big boy.
We gave Gaines even more homework here tonight.
I love it. I can't fucking wait. So
let's go.
Let's get into it.
yeah, that was pretty good.
Jeff Butler. Shout out Jeff Butler. So
Done.
The meat. We're gonna be talking about video games. We're gonna be doing our top 5. We are doing the ones we're not doing the best of. Like it's not the best first person shooter.
Right. Sure.
We're doing a game that influenced us, that still sticks in us, that lives rent free in our headspace.
Okay.
So shout out, let us know in the chat, let us know in the comments section if you're on Replay Squad. Shout out to the Side B crew. What's
on your list that you still think about playing that you just got wrapped up in? We want to know.
Yeah.
What's the good stuff? Not the best games. We can go to fucking God knows how many YouTube channels.
Well, Mikey, also some of the best games are only like 9 hours or 10 hours and you're done. Like Final Fantasy VII, I think was like 30 hours.
Depending on if you're going to do all the chocobo stuff, all the sides.
To say the games that took up majority of your time is a much different topic. And I find it very interesting. And I have Although I did cheat on number 5, and I'll tell you why.
Ooh, we got some cheating going on over here.
I cheated. I had to.
Why don't you take the lead as our guest?
So my life, video games have been the backdrop to my life, as with a lot of people. My dad got me the Atari at launch. I don't want to get into a whole big thing, but I think I was one of the first people in America to own an NES, but I have no proof, so I won't fucking talk about that.
It was me, but go ahead.
So number 5 isn't a singular game, but I spent so much time in arcades, and not only just arcades. My corner deli had a little back room seedy area where like young kids can smoke cigarettes and listen to heavy metal on the jukebox. And he had some of the best arcade cabinets, to the point where I was playing a game, he would switch them up too. That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm playing.
By the way, it's a light up and it's a belt buckle gains.
That's incredible. That just gives me. There's nothing better than that lighting and just that little.
Wear this to a bar like I have,
and
I had a girl come up and go, "What happens if I put 25 cents?" I'm like, well, I'm married, but
I'm like 11 years old in the back of this seedy deli playing a game called Mat Mania. And I got so good at Mat Mania that I could finish it on 1 quarter. And it's like early afternoon, and my neighbor is a girl who's about to get in like a fight with another girl. And her name was Diane Nicolini. And this girl, Nikki, was like,
that's Italian. Like, what?
She was Italian. She was, I should slap the shit out of you. You effed my boyfriend. And I'm just like playing Mat Mania. And Diane goes, you wouldn't do it because Angela will tell. And the girl was like, she was like, he's not even paying attention. And he was right. I was not stepping away from fucking Mat Mania.
He's like, I'm not doing it.
Nope. I'm
priorities.
Coco Savage is getting his ass beat. So the arcade, from Street Fighter 2 to Mat Mania to Gauntlet to Donkey Kong, all of them, because there was a long period of time where arcade games looked better than home consoles. Nintendo was awesome, but there was arcade games.
100%.
Right.
Yeah, you're looking at ET, but I can go play Galaga, which Galaga looks fucking amazing.
Absolutely. So number 5 would have to be just the arcade. Took so much of my time and quarters. NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat. I could go on and on and on.
I have got a story about arcades with quarters because we were about to move one day. We just grab our shit over here in Park City, my old place. We're moving like less than a block away, so we're just carrying our shit. My biological father had a jar, a big old stone jar, just fucking, it was a jug. Like if you put the XXX bullshit, right, for moonshine jug.
Yeah.
Jug. So it had a little skinny neck, and I had to work those quarters out. I had been taking quarters out of that for years. Years. Yeah. And it only dawned on him at that point when he moved it. He's like, why hasn't this thing filled up? And all I heard is I'm carrying a chair, and I hear, Jason! And I'm going through the middle Rolodex games going, what the fuck? I did something wrong, but what am I getting caught on? Like, I'm going through that. And when he presented that, I was like, oh shit, that? No, I had nothing, man. I got bucked. I probably spent several $1,000 out of that fucking moonshine jug. Holy shit.
Wow.
Mike, you want to go or you want me to go?
I can go. Let's see here.
Get you some.
Stop that.
The comment section. We're going to star everything, guys, and we will talk about those. We're not going to bring them on screen because we'll talk about them. And we have honorable mentions as we're going through the starred comments. We'll bring up honorable mentions.
Get out of here. We'll go here. So my number 5 is Grand Theft Auto 4 because Dad and I did some damage on this game.
Yeah. Is this you playing?
No.
Oh,
some YouTube dickweed.
But shout out to him. Don't hit us with a copyright strike. We're using it as transformative.
Mm-hmm. Great game. You play the immigrant from Russia, right? Or Czechoslovakia or Russia? Where was he from?
Eurasia, whatever.
Yeah.
Eurasia Stan.
As an Ovich, I think I've earned the right to just generalize them in a region. Yeah, we loved this game. We would take turns seeing how long we could hold the cops off. You know, how many helicopters we could take down with a grenade launcher, and it was just hours and hours and hours of gameplay, getting nothing done, just racking up stars. Yeah,
that's what's great about sandbox games. When the sandbox lets you use it as a sandbox, is when you have a good open world game.
I think that's why they've always been my favorite. Like just give me a big open world, give me some stuff to do, but just let me kind of run a little bit.
So GTA, I'm waiting for Grand Theft Auto 3, the one with Ray Liotta, Tommy Vercetti, and I'm calling my friend, and I have it first, and he's all pumped too. He's on his way home, and I was like, I'm calling. You know, he wants to know in real time, well, if it's really open world, what is this like? You know, is it a big city? Can you run around? You know, the first thing I did was in the game, like the minute the cutscene is over, punched an old lady in the head. Just ran. Boom.
Damn.
I was like, dude, I just punched an old lady. The cops are after me. I mean, this sounds like nothing now, but that was the first time you could do some shit like that in a game on the PS.
You sleep with a hooker to get your life back.
Yes.
And then you pay hooker.
Yes.
You get your life back, kill said hooker, get your money back. Now, my wife did this for hours. I didn't teach her how to do it either. I just came in and I'm like watching her, like, oh, you're playing GTA, huh? Yeah. Like, wait, where'd you learn that? She's like, what do you mean learn it? Did you watch a review or like what? This is, you know, again, GTA. There wasn't a whole lot of reviews going on about how the fuck to do this. It was people talking amongst each other. She's like, it's easy. It made sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her money. I got my health back. Give me my money back, bitch. And I kill her and I toss her. I'm like, Jesus, what? Don't ever make my wife angry. My God.
That's organic gameplay right there.
Yeah, that's natural. That's just that's a natural thing there.
Well, I'll go with my number 5 over here. So now, okay, I'm going for the top screen over here.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a whirl, and I'm gonna go some sharing. Let's see what happens here. Boom, 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 boom. I do not want the share audio. Boom. This came up while we were talking on Monday, oddly enough. This game changed like gaming. When they came out with bullet time for Max Payne, I can't tell you about every game had to have some form of bullet time in there. Now, of course, I can't do bullet time on this little deal here, but for Max Payne, a John Woo style action where you had a game where time slowed down blew my fucking mind. On top of that, they worked in cutscenes that were like a graphic novel, like a fucking comic book into it.
Yeah.
On top of that, again, this was groundbreaking graphics at the time too. But on top of that, it was also this dark noir style that they told the story in, which I'm a fucking mark for 100%. So it was great fucking storytelling. It was great graphics, innovative fucking gameplay. Every game that I played to this day, I measure it up to how I felt when I first played Max Payne.
Nice. Also, Rockstar.
Rockstar. You know what? I didn't even fucking think about that, man. That is another fucking Rockstar game. When they are good, they are great.
Absolutely. They even made a ping pong game that was great. A ping pong game, just to prove they could make a fun ping pong game.
I'm gonna say there's nothing left of that original crew over there at Rockstar, man.
No, that's the sad thing with the game.
A lot of studios, which we won't get into, but you can see it. It's pretty obvious.
So from the arcade, we're gonna fast forward for my number 4. When I had a job and I'm no longer can ask my mother or father for money for a console.
Boy.
I had to make a choice. I'm at that game store. I got my $250. You got the PlayStation 1, you got the Nintendo 64. Now, you didn't have YouTubers or you had magazines, but you had to wait.
Magazines,
for them to come out.
electronic gaming.
Sure. Game Pro. So on the TV, they had GoldenEye. I was like, what is that? A James Bond game? I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with Nintendo. And I think I made the right choice because GoldenEye, first of all, has a fun single-player campaign. It's pretty fun. But to play that with 4 people split screen on the couch, yelling at each other.
Never played it, by the way.
Oh, blaming each other for looking at each other's screen. There's a game.
It was like the video game version of Monopoly feuds.
Yeah.
True.
Just ripped friendships apart.
Yes.
You were peeking. Oh my God.
Now, was this the timeline games? Was that a precursor to a LAN party or LAN?
But no, this is just couch co-op, baby. This is
Well,
on the
that's what I'm
couch.
saying, though. Was LAN parties before
LAN parties
that or after that?
LAN parties in the PC world were a few years after that. And it was fun to get together. On the Nintendo, you had games like Track and Field and Tecmo Bowl. You play against each other, but to play something that was a little more visceral, you're shooting each other now, and also had pretty cool physics. Like if you shot someone in the foot, they would like hop around. You could shoot the hat off someone's head. So for the time, the physics weren't that bad. Just a hell of a good time. We would play it for hours every weekend. Now, I'm at the age where I can go out and buy beer and drink and go to bars. I wanted to sit home and play GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Probably drunk, but
still.
Ate up a lot.
Man, I get home from the bar and I would play Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, isn't that great?
I'd get home from the bar, I'd be just drunk, go back to with all the guys. We'd sit there with all my roommates. I'd drink more. I'd eat Fruit Loops and play Sonic.
Nothing better. When you find a game that does something for you, it's almost like a book, But the thing is, with the game, you are manipulating it. You are controlling the story to some degree. Yeah,
we used to do drunk driving. We'd get a bunch of beers and play Mario Kart on 64. Rainbow Road after about 6 beers is quite the challenge.
I bet.
You're not
it. All my circle of friends didn't do N64 because it didn't have an option for a CD.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, why the fuck am I going to go with N64? That's stupid.
Listen, I will say this: Resident Evil
missed a lot of good games because of that.
N64, in hindsight, holds up better than the PS1 because, first of all, you pop the cartridge in, you're going.
Yeah.
The PlayStation has to load up this boot screen because it's on a CD and it's blockier. I will stand by that statement that the Nintendo 64 is more fun to play. They don't have Metal Gear, they don't have Final Fantasy, they couldn't
do the cutscenes because
they don't have those big great titles. But Mario 64, GoldenEye, WrestleMania 2000, Mario Kart, they hold up as being really fun still.
Oh yeah, people to this day still talk about those games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mikey, what you got for number 4?
Numero 4. Let's see here.
I'm still bringing up the chat here. TVs, the cardboard covering the screen.
Oh, it's so much fun. That's a good idea. People did that. That was really fun.
I had people they would sit there and change how they were. I would hear stories about this, how they put some cardboard.
Yes.
So they could okay, I'm not going to see what's going on.
Sure.
Yeah. It for sure happened. Okay, so my number 4, I'm not going to dick with the videos. 8-second clips really don't do anything, so I'm going to bail on that. Need for Speed Underground 2.
Oh shit, Mikey.
Need for Speed Underground 2. This changed driving games for me. Being able to customize and modify your car, and they were real cars you could go through and pick. Like you started on entry level cars, and you got to pick between 5 cars, and then you just built up a stable of hot
on that one.
Huh?
Was that the one you could do your own graphic? There was one, I can't remember if it was Need for Speed 2, where you could actually make pixels, right? You could make your own graphic and put it on said car.
I don't remember if you could make custom graphics.
There was one that you could do that on. I spent hours on there. But yeah, Need for Speed 2 Underground is nuts, dude. That's a good pick.
I think Pro Street you could get a little more custom with the graphics and stuff, but that's the one that like made like drifting official and drag racing, and I loved that one too. For gameplay, that one was amazing. I don't think it did very well because I don't think many people liked doing the drag racing. You had to. It was like a Madden kick meter. Like you had to hold the burnout for so long, and then you had to dump the clutch the right spot. But Underground 2 was just really good soundtrack as well, which for driving games that always sells it for me. So Need for Speed Underground 2, I played the shit out of this game, and I had it on fucking GameCube.
Nice.
Oh wow.
The one time in my life where I had all three consoles, I felt like Elvis Presley with his 3 TVs.
Oh yeah.
one for every network. There wasn't a game that I couldn't play. I was like, hey, I got a PlayStation 2. I got an Xbox 360. And I got a GameCube. Hit me with it.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Yeah. That was a freaking sweet game.
Let me get my number 4 going here. Boom. Do not say shit. Don't you do it.
Do not pass go.
Do not pass go. I'm going to go to show on stage. See, I did it again when I did show on stage, Mikey. I don't know why it does it like that. Well, how about I add to stage now? There we go. Okay, that's right. Don't change scene. Okay, got it. I got it.
But you did change scene.
Well, I know. I'm sorry.
The one you want's just right above it.
I know.
Skyrim?
I'm sorry. No, it's not Skyrim. It's
Fallout. Beautiful.
4.
It's a big one.
Very underrated.
3 and 4. This is where I'm going to cheat like Gaines. They're kind of the same to me.
It gets a lot of bullshit because you got to build them settlement camps, but I don't mind it.
There's a Tristan T, by the way. Shout out Tristan T. Hang on. I know he's here we go. Tell me that's not Tristan T. Look at that avatar.
Yes.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Come on, man. This guy popped out like Auto Man, popped right out of the game, and now he's living in Australia. I'm telling you. Ron Perlman on his War Never Changes speech during this thing is fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. While I love 3, 4 is the one that sticks with me as far as that goes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. It's goosebump cam time. I played the shit out of both these games, but this is when I think about Fallout, regardless of all the other Fallouts that come out after.
Yeah.
You know, Vegas was fucking great. Love that. This is the one where I'm like, holy shit, this is how you do an open world, sandbox game.
I agree. I think Bethesda gets a lot of bullshit, and it's unwarranted because no one can replicate what they do.
No, I screwed up the scene, Mikey. I'm sorry.
There I go.
Thanks, Mikey. Doing production. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Where was I last time? I was at the Nintendo 64. So we're gonna fast forward to the original Xbox. I got it like a nerd at launch. Bill Gates did this dorky dance. I think The Rock helped him sell the system. And a lot of people were giving it shit because it's an American company making a console, which hasn't happened since like the Atari. Let me tell you, Halo Combat Evolved is everything GoldenEye was times like 100.
Turned up. If you play co-op legendary difficulty with a friend, the computer will have you hiding on your last bit of energy. They'll chuck a grenade in there and you'll just curse and be like, these fuckers got me.
They are so smart and they adapt so well to your every move. I don't recommend doing it solo. It's a bitch, not fun. But with a friend on Legendary, it's peak gaming and it holds up. I never felt that magic in any other Halo game but the first one. They have like these drop ships early on when you first land on the planet.
Yeah.
And you see them dropping off all these little aliens. And again, now games do stuff like this all the time. But back then, to see all these little aliens just coming down, and you could shoot them out of the sky. We played it for hours. And again, then it has the multiplayer. Much like GoldenEye, where you would cheat and look at each other's screen. There's still no internet, no online gameplay. That's what made it fun. That's what made it special. And me and my brother, that kind of bonded us because I didn't meet my brother until I was 19. And then I bring my Xbox to Jersey, Asbury Park, and we're not going to the beach. We're not going to pick up women. We're playing fucking Halo.
Playing fucking Halo. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing when people make fun of like Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory is like someone's idea of what nerd culture is.
Right.
I enjoy it because I like it personally. Yeah. Even though it doesn't, it's like, well, that's not actually what would fucking happen.
Right.
Like the shit where they kind of like, oh, nerds are just going to play games. That's the only ones that are going to do that, right? Mm-hmm. No, brother. Everyone, every walk of life, if you were a man, you had to make a decision sometimes. You're like, I'm fucking gaming. Screw chicks tonight, bro.
Oh, dude.
I got to dance.
I
dance.
Mario 64. When I first had my Nintendo 64, the first week, I met some like college chick. She's calling me up. What are you doing that's so important? Why won't you just come here and F me? I'm like, I'm playing Mario 64.
Hold on to your panties, toots. Okay.
Don't understand how good this looks. I am literally
lady.
I'm on a whale's back. And she hung up the phone on me.
Oh shit. All right. Mikey?
Yeah, Halo was a big one for me. I remember we had family friends that usually had like new cool shit like way before everybody else. And her three boys were out of town. I can't remember if they were like at a deer camp or something like that. And I went over and stayed like the week with them, and they had a brand new Xbox. And I got to try it out, and I was like, "Oh man, they've got the new Xbox," you know. And
wasn't the controller called the Duke? That just gigantic fucking deal, right?
It was massive.
I loved it though. It was so quirky.
It was super comfortable.
You had to be a man.
Yeah,
man, it was sweet. But they had Halo, obviously. They had Brute Squad, which I love Brute Squad. I thought that was a super fun game. And they had Splinter Cell and the Matrix game.
Really good.
The Matrix game was a blast.
Matrix
that was such a fun game.
A lot of fucking fun. Which again,
that was a great game.
Max Payne is when I was playing Matrix. I was like, well, obviously they're going to put this gameplay into it, and they should. Right.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
So Trinity, you could play as what was the Asian guy, Ghost, in the Matrix game.
I think it was so Asian guy was his name.
Asian dude.
Credit was Asian guy. So
could you play as Roy Jones Jr. in that one too?
Ooh,
his character in that? In my head, I could because I love Roy Jones Jr. in the Matrix.
We'll go with that then.
Yeah.
So that like the following summer, right? I convinced my dad that was they would get me an Xbox and I would spend the rest of the summer mowing the yard and doing chores and stuff to pay it off. So the Xbox wasn't my first console, but it was my first like big console.
Nice.
So that's right. It was Jada Pinkett Smith you could play as.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was the Xbox, man, and it came with a snowboarding game. It came with Amped.
Amped is fun too.
Dad and I played the shit out of
Amped is really fun.
Oh man, that was a blast. So really, really good stuff out of the Xbox.
Hell yeah. Now, Mikey, I am going to share a video.
Uh-oh.
Would you switch the scene to the right one before I fuck everything up again?
A video?
A video. Top one.
Proceed.
Okay.
Proceed.
Proceed.
As you
Okay. I don't know who is going to have or know about this fucking game, but I'm going to tell you right now.
I got to hear Mikey read this, man. Seth, Mikey, give us a voice for that one. Oh, let's go.
Well, here, let's go back. We'll go back to it.
Are we skipping my number 3? Is that what we're?
Oh crap!
We're doing?
I can do number 3. Hey, I haven't done it mine yet. I haven't done mine yet. I'm sorry. Here, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I got excited. I got excited.
Did you do your number 4?
Yes, he did.
I did number 4.
It was Fallout.
Okay. Sorry, I got excited. I'm sorry. Go back to Mikey.
All right. I'm gonna share. I'll share mine because this needs to be witnessed.
Let's see it.
I never played any of the skating games.
The soundtracks make the fucking game.
I've heard that a lot, by the way.
Yeah, it's music that it's like almost connected to it.
Godfather.
Oh, Godfather.
Wow, I never.
I loved this game.
What system?
This was it was Xbox for me. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the way you could fight and you'd use both sticks to like that's how you'd swing.
Mhm.
I thought that was so cool. You got to customize your own character. A guy looked like Dean Martin.
Rat Pack, Dean Martin.
He was.
I'd have done Sinatra. I'd have done all blue eyes. Like,
I think the first one I did was kind of a Dean Martin looking, and then the next one I did was a little more James Dean. I went for the blondie.
Nice. Hitting the street.
I love
Gangster with a
game.
cause.
It was like 1930s GTA.
Yeah.
But everything was based on like honor. Like now, you get the Red Dead Redemption. Honor. You were doing that, making your way up through the crime family and doing favors and putting the hots to the shop owners, pay get them to pay insurance and shit. This game was so much fun. God, I loved it. I wish
James,
they would
did you play that one? Did you play Godfather?
I did. Mafia, you have to be the character in the game. Where Godfather, like Mikey said, at least I think creative player first of all should be in every game.
Every game.
Like have your Alloy or Master Chief, your Kratos, but also let me create my own character. So it'll be the best of both worlds. And then for modern day, you wouldn't have all these complaints like a game being woke or DEI'd or whatever. If you could create your character, all that goes away.
Because you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Right. So have your main character if you want, but also let me. And it's just when your character is something you created, it means a little more. And that's why Godfather is a little more fun than Mafia because you are your created character.
I think that's a big draw for me for the Fallout games when you could create your character.
Of course, absolutely.
I love that. Now I'm going to do it.
70 years ago,
I'm doing it. I've got to do this. I got to take away from Mikey, but 70 years ago, heroes first appeared in Paragon City. City of Heroes is my definitive.
This is interesting.
Superhero game.
You played on PC?
Open world PC game.
Okay, I like where this is going because this will segue later into
a Morpig. So games when you're talking about making your own characters.
Yeah, this is where you made your own, not just look, everything. Your power set. You were limited in the power sets you could take. But again, goosebumps. Holy shit, you could do whatever you wanted. And I love my digital Barbie, dude. 100%. Was this voice chat or just typing?
This was all voice. We weren't doing voiceover. We weren't doing the VoIP at the time. So this is all us just typing away.
Yeah.
We do a superhero raid.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a big one. And then shocking that the server shut down a couple of years ago. And what a shame.
Well, and that was the whole thing too. The gameplay in this, whenever you were doing super leap, like the Hulk, it felt like you were really doing Super Elite. The physics in the game, I've never seen a game recreate superhero movement like City of Heroes did. Teleportation, once you had got you had to do some cues on this, use some shortcuts, some hotkeys for it. But when you did, you fucking felt like goddamn Nightcrawler. Holy
awesome.
shit. Then when they had the expansion to where you could sit there and unlock even more costumes, then you could have like, I don't know, like 5 costumes. You could change your look. You could do a retro look. You could do your undercover look.
Yeah, I've never been a PC gamer, but this is one of those PC games that was really jealous that I couldn't play this on console.
And I've never seen another superhero game get it right. And my God,
the DC Online universe is not good.
No, when you're like, hey, you can play as Superman and Wonder Woman and a Green Lantern. No, you can't.
No.
You can't. Well, you could.
I did love
do it now. Did you play that one, Mikey?
I loved DCU Online.
DC Online.
Do you?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Well,
I didn't when I started doing it. You couldn't. I created my character, but I really couldn't have the skills that I wanted. Like I wanted basically a version of an archer. I wanted. My character was called the Crimson Cowl. He's basically red and black, and because I couldn't do the bow stuff, I decided he would have like a elemental, like a fire power. And then I was like, and then if I ever got a bow, then he could just like the arrows could be fire arrows, and I was like, we'll just do that. So yeah, I played the shit out of that. Right up until they introduced the power rings. And then I was like, I was getting tired. I was getting bored and moving on.
Then moved out of it.
Yeah.
My whole thing with City Heroes is, I did a whole, guess what, Mikey? We had a superhero team called the Avatars of Twilight. This is before that fucking bullshit vampire movie, by the way. And guess what our colors were? Pink. Black and red. Yeah, black and red, buddy, all day long. I had a Russian superhero that I created called Agent 33. That I would use in RPGs and all that. And yes, this is a Mamorpig. So this just being able to do that, they had a taunt in the game that sounded like Stallone. When you would taunt, your tank would sit there and go,
That's great.
My wife will still do that to this day. We both will say, but the problem was you playing that and they never updated the graphics. You literally had mitts. They didn't have the digits separate.
Sure.
For City Heroes, they never updated that shit. Gigantic fucking oven mitts.
Yeah. Big blocky.
If they just updated the fucking graphics, that game would still be going to fucking today. Son of a bitch. Magical fucking time for me. That's why I got excited. I'm sorry. City of Heroes. Fucking love that game. We're at number 2.
Yeah.
Game.
We're going to fast forward a few years after the Xbox. I love role-playing games, whether they're Japanese games like Final Fantasy VII or Legend of Mana or Fallout or Fable, which are more Western games. So when I heard about, I did play Morrowind on my Xbox.
Oh yeah, man, Morrowind.
But it's rigid. It was very rigid and it was very difficult. So when I heard they were going to make Oblivion as a launch title for the 360, had to have it, and it did not disappoint. I must have been every single class you could be, from mage to wizard, back to fighter to archer. I've countless hours. One of my favorite things about that game, there's a mission where you walk into this guy's house. I'm looking at this guy's killer. You walk into a house and you could rob anything you want.
Oh, sorry, Gaines. I'll bring it back up for you.
You go in. I'm like talking to this girl now. You go into a house and there's a note, and the person says, "I messed up. Whatever you do, don't look at the painting." And you walk up to the painting. When you click the A button, you go in the painting. I was lost in that fucking dopey painting. I didn't want to use YouTube or whatever you could use, any tools. I was lost in this guy's painting for like 6 fucking hours of real time. And I loved it because it felt like the Twilight Zone. It felt like Tales from the Dark Side.
What was it called again?
Oblivion.
That was
which is-
Oblivion.
Oh yeah,
well, duh. That was a sequel, right?
sequel to Morrowind.
I didn't
precursor
play
to-
it.
So
I didn't like the
So
graphics.
you are in luck. There a remaster is coming out this July. Oblivion.
What
So-
was after Oblivion? Was it Skyrim after
Skyrim.
Oblivion?
Now listen, Skyrim has some upgrades that make it a little bit better of a game as far as like they call quality of life. But Oblivion is just something special, man. When you start in that prison, you're in a prison, and I forget who your cellmate is, and he's telling you you're basically going to rot and die. And then the king runs up to you, and he calls you. What does he call you? It's the cutscenes are kind of hilarious. What's that?
Was it Dick Nose?
Punk ass bitch.
It's your dick nose ass out of that spell.
Hey, Dick Nose.
Verily, I call you Dick Nose.
Oblivion, special game, and I could replay it and replay it and replay it and never get bored.
Morrowind was, you were talking about like hard mode.
That fucking
Morrowind,
game was hard, man.
dude, I was like, I'm making my
Dude.
guild, and you unlock these little things to make your
Dude.
guild house. Like, I can make my guild house. Why can't I make my guild house? Oh, you have to go talk to this guy. They didn't have safety nets back in the
No.
day, folks. So the NPC that I need to talk to, I murdered that bitch, and I used his house.
Dude, did
For
you
my house.
right?
Well done.
Early on, Zakainen in Morrowind. Did you meet the guy that created the ability to fly?
Oh my god, yes! Holy shit!
Remember what happens when you take the spell
Yes.
off? Mikey, this guy, some mage creates the ability to fly. And you find his shit, and sure, you fly. But he didn't know how to land. So when you take the spell off, you just fall to the fucking ground and die.
Oh no.
And I think because you found it on his body, right?
Yes, you see him laying
That's
there.
what you Figure out
This
that's
little
how he
booby
fucking
trap. That's
died because
fantastic.
of his own fucking spell.
Yes.
Mwah. And if you
That's-
didn't save the fucking game, you're like, oh my god, I have 6 hours that I now have to recreate
That's when-
everything.
Oh no.
That's when games didn't care about your life.
They didn't give a shit. And I'm, by the way, that NPC I murdered for that fucking guild house, that was fucking, I don't know, hundreds of hours ago in fucking Morrowind. Holy shit balls. And now, real quick here, we got like a little, we got a couple things going on with some friends here. So let's get this here. Maybe a little bit too long, but anyway, I wanted something in place for my boy Mikey tonight. So Abby, Figure Fight Club, make sure to check this guy out because son of a bitch on 3POA Wednesday, he was gold. When Ryan couldn't tell if he was still doing a bit or not and had to like break kayfabe going, Abby, are you being serious? Do you really like this? Is it the bit? Him yelling shill as Jersey was closing out the fucking show. Abby was on goddamn fire. Abby, I don't know if you were drinking that night to where you could like
keep it up.
You need to drink every show. I'm sorry, and you're gonna burn out, but I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be a goddamn star.
Speaking of which,
I say get in the wheelbarrow and bring the...
Okay, are you all right?
thank you, Avi. Sincerely, thank you very much.
He follows it up with $25. Is this new? Fick
Yes,
yeah.
it's new.
Congrats.
Thanks, buddy.
Boom. Now I'm not gonna skip over Mikey. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, what you got, Mikey?
I got this is one of the best games ever in my book. I would still play this to this day. In fact, several of our friends do. And we are talking about
I'm watching the green room.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
This
This
is
game fucking rules. This is so good. Big sandbox. Or you get a 4-man team, and you can like when you're taking down like a base or something, you can scout it out with a drone. It marks all your targets, and then each one of your people you can designate a hit to. So when you snap your fingers, it's so good.
Another game.
Story's good, long, very long game.
Killing drug dealers is
Yes,
name of the game.
hell yeah,
It is a great game, man.
so good.
This is another
When
one
you're-
I did not play, but Gaines, you did.
Zakainen, picture this now. This is like a scene from Predator, which I think in the DLC I think that one had Predator in it. You're in a helicopter.
Let's play this game.
You're in a helicopter with voice chat. You got your buddy next to you smoking a cigar. You're just chilling. It's like the opening scene from Predator. You got to fly that chopper down.
Listen, Credence.
And shit, if you play in the higher difficulty levels, shit gets thick, man. You're yelling.
Even
at
if you don't, the Predator will beat your
the Predator
ass,
fucks you up.
dude. I don't know how long that took me, and I was not playing on a high difficulty. I think I was just like normal mode.
Mikey, I'll tell you this. That's probably Ubisoft's last really, like, they make okay games. I like the Star Wars game that everybody hates. That was Ubisoft. But that game is their last, like, really quality game from start to finish.
The one that came after that, the next one, the Ghost Recon, what was it?
Ghost Recon.
Badlands or something.
Too much going on.
It was okay. This one's fucking legendary.
This one's grittier, more grounded.
So good.
What's the year on that?
And it doesn't look that bad or anything. It's not like it's like horribly out of date.
2018.
Yeah, that's about right.
I loved it, man. We would yell at each other, get so fucking mad. Breakpoint. That's the Curb Stomp got it. Breakpoint.
That's it.
They fixed it. Curb. I don't know when the last time you played it. They updated it. It's not as good as
2017.
Yeah, I got it Black Friday. I got this game for like $25 Black Friday at Walmart. And I was like, $25, fuck it.
It's good.
One of the best $25 I'd purchases I've ever made.
Even single by yourself is fun. Your teammates are fine.
Oh, it's a blast. Because if you once you learn how to use the 4-man team, and again, customizing your characters, you can make unlimited amounts of GI Joes.
I made my guy look like Jesse the Body from fucking Predator.
Did you?
Ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah,
I think
goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes. Yeah.
Had like one of my guys was Flint, one of them was Mainframe, one of them was Stalker.
That's fucking.
I made a 4-man Joe team, and we put in fucking work in Bolivia.
Do you know that Bolivia wanted that game like banned because they said it looked bad for their country because it was all drug dealers?
Yeah, because Bolivia has good publicity.
We don't like the way you are
heavily Catholic and drug dealers. There's
great.
They're facts.
You're gonna have me firing that game up tomorrow, man.
Dude, it's.
I might go out and get that fun game and see if I can play it.
I would imagine on it's probably not very much. It's probably like $15-$20 most.
Wait, now is it a PC game or what is it, Mikey?
It's everything.
It's everything.
I think I think Tom Clancy games I think are on
everything.
I played on PS4 is what I
PS4, which I got a PS4.
It's there.
I still got PS5. Jeez.
Well, I have a PS5 and I've moved all the games to it, but
yeah,
PS4 is where I fell.
All right, I'm doing it. I'm touching the things, Mikey. I'm touching them.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2.
Doom. OG. Doom. It's a classic.
Not Frankie.
And that's fine. Doom. But Wolfenstein didn't stick with me like Doom did. Doom stuck with me. I mean, from the iconic, his face sitting there bleeding and shit as his health goes down. God mode. When he turns, his eyes go yellow and shit. Everything about this sticks with me. And then every time I played a first-person shooter to this day, this is what pops in my head. It's not Wolfenstein. This one.
Now, this is PC you played on?
I played on PC. And I will tell you, again, when I met my wife, she wanted to play Doom. One of the funniest moments in my life, again, this is why this sticks in my head, is she starts yelling from the office, and I was getting a drink or something, and so I'm like, what's going on? She's like, this thing's killing me. So I walk in, and she is literally just spinning around in a circle. Her character is just spinning around, just doing a 360. I'm like, well, you're spinning around. And every time she would spin, you'd see this imp spin around 360. Same imp, just the same thing. And I just started laughing until she was dead because she could not get it through her head that she just needed to stop spinning in 360. Magical moment. I love my life. But yeah, this game, I love the shit out of it, man. My God, Doom for me is just so fucking iconic.
It is. I think they have it like running on like a calculator or something like that too. It's Doom is on everything.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go back to 2000 now.
Number one.
Now this is I love science fiction. There's not enough role-playing games in science fiction. In the science fiction universe, I got a Dreamcast. Now, Dreamcast allows you to play online. You had to plug the old telephone wire in the back, dial up. Phantasy Star Online.
Oh, wow. I never played that one, but I had a lot of friends that did.
Now, I'm trying to like figure out something specifically I could tell you as to what made it so special. And this is something that wasn't planned on by Sega. This is something that hackers did. So you'd be in a lobby and you've got to chat with your keyboard. There's no voice chat. So you would ask random people, hey, you're a tank, you're a healer, you're a, not a warrior, but a guy that just uses a gun. You want to squat up and you run through the levels. And there would always be someone that was quiet that would just type yes. Hackers invented something called PKers, which was player killers.
Player killer, PK, hell yeah.
Added this extra layer of depth to the game because the draw to Phantasy Star was you would acquire like an exotic gun. It would be like your gun. And you couldn't lose the gun. But if a PKer killed you, somehow it would make your gun drop. And they would steal your shit and go back to the lobby. And you were just all them hours of work you put in for that gun. Now, this sounds kind of shitty, right?
Yeah.
But that added a layer of trust. It added a layer of like seediness. Like you're running out there. There'd be times, Mikey, where we would beat a boss and I'll be like, fuck yeah, we beat the boss. And the guy would just mow us all down. Like, yes.
Jesus.
God almighty.
Yes.
God damn, brutal.
Dude, that meant you played 3 hours with a stranger. You killed a boss. You're riding that high, and he just kills you guys, and then types in like, "See you guys later. Fuck off."
Yeah, gotcha, bitch.
That added
Jesus.
Savage.
Now that's like sounds shitty, but made it really fun.
There's that tense moment. The boss is dead, and you're like,
yes. If you get a chance, sometime tomorrow, type in Phantasy Star Online version 1 and 2 or whatever, music, soundtrack, and listen to it from beginning to end. It is incredible. And it just, in my mind, you could pop that game in. You won't be online, obviously, but you could play it offline. It feels like some place that I used to live. It's a very strange feeling. And it's very strange that no one is there online, almost like a deserted place. It's very strange. I probably spent 1,000 hours in that universe.
Oh,
so, yeah, real special.
It's immersed. That's the whole thing. That's when those games get you. That's there.
I was there. I would play it. I would come home from work. I think I had some shitty job painting or something, side job. Get home at 5. From 5 p.m. Friday to Sunday at midnight, I was on that shit and couldn't take me away from it. It feels like someone on the outside would say, you're wasted your time. You wasted a year of your life basically playing a game. And I don't see it that way. I see it as they're organic memories that, sure, I didn't climb a fucking mountain or go to Tahiti, but in my mind, I was there. And what's the fucking difference?
I was entertained and I was there. I was on vacation.
It was an experience nonetheless.
100%
Absolutely.
That's what those good games do, is they transport you. Do you have money to go to fucking Tahiti? A lot of us didn't. So we played fucking video games.
That's the beauty of them.
I went to Bolivia a lot.
I killed
Mountains
drug
of
dealers.
cocaine.
A lot.
Mountains of it.
So much. Pain.
South
Yeah.
Park references. Yeah. Mom, hot pockets.
Yeah, dude, there's video games that like you pop them in and you might
Right here, Tristan just said it. Anytime you spend enjoying something is never a
Great.
waste of time.
great
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Sums it up.
And I mean, I get what you mean with the soundtrack stuff. Like there's still songs that I hear and it puts me it's as close
There.
as I can get to a time machine. Like you're there.
Yes.
Like that Need for Speed Underground 2, it had that really badass mix of Snoop Dogg and the Doors, the Riders on the Storm song.
Oh yeah.
Anytime I hear that, I'm just like fucking racing a 350Z 130 miles an hour down the freeway.
Oh
Yeah, it's
man!
like, oh my God, this
PlayStation
fucking
1,
song's so
Mikey.
good.
Did you guys play one called Wipeout?
Mhm.
It was Gravity Racers.
Yeah. Science
The
fiction.
soundtrack for that fucking game, and both my wife and I still to this day, it's a fucking banger of a fucking soundtrack.
Mhm. Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, Wipeout 1 and 2 were both really fun fucking racing games. They're just
Mhm.
anti-gravity racers.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Each one you'd unlock was a different. Like the Russian one was fucking just raw fucking power and handled like shit. So you'd have to like compensate and drift with the motherfucker, knowing the course.
Yeah.
Wipeout was a lot of goddamn fun. That should be on my honorable mentions, honestly.
Are we doing honorable mentions? Can we do that too?
Oh yeah, we always do some honorable mentions.
Yeah, because I got another one I'd like to share. But we're at Zakainen now, right? No, Mikey.
Or Mikey. See, haha, I almost did it.
Yeah, you got me.
You didn't get me this time, buddy.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha.
Red Dead Redemption.
That's a solid one. I was going to wonder if that was going to make your
Out.
list.
2 is better. It's a better world, but 1 wrapped me the fuck up.
Yep.
Holy shit. The amount of times I went to Mexico.
Fucking mountain lions. They can go get.
I'm a big fan of South America when it comes
The
to
world
the digital
traveler.
world. I love the Latin mommies. They're my favorites.
The tamales, so good.
So good. Empanadas. I tell you this.
Mikey, did you ever play a game called Gun?
I never played
Oh,
Gun.
someone.
I remember
brought that
seeing
up.
it
Was that War
at the
Chest?
at movie gallery, but I don't ever remember.
It's good too. It's pretty good. It's like a dialed down Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
But really, really good though.
Yeah, I say.
I feel like most shoot 'em ups is the first person. I much prefer third person.
Me too. I like to see.
I like to look
Same.
behind the shoulders. I like the view.
I agree.
Especially that view is Laura Croft, just like Gaines in our
Well,
thumbnail, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Thomas Jane played the lead.
Oh, there we go. It was Brooklyn. Brooklyn said Gun is underrated back there.
So good. Yeah, you robbed like a freaking. What are them boats called? Them like casino boats they had.
Like
What,
riverboat.
Riverboats.
Riverboat. You rob a riverboat and it's fucking awesome.
Yep, Tristan saying yep, Gun. Oh, Thomas Jane was in that?
I didn't know that, but that's makes it even better.
I'm a big fan of Thomas Jane. Best Punisher. Oh
In
yeah,
fact,
call of
I like that game,
Juarez. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game was a fucking blast.
When Xbox One introduced what's called the backwards compatible program, where they let a lot of older games from the 360 play on the newer system, they would update it every few months. Everybody was rooting for Gun to come over, and it did not. So what a
It
what a
did not.
did not.
It did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
That's a good one for a number one. That makes sense. Because yeah, you want to talk about immersive. It was that.
Now
It's close between that one and Wildlands, but I spent way more time in Red Dead just playing poker. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love playing poker.
I still like. I'm like, I just kind of feel like just like going and hunting some rabbits. Just fucking put on Red Dead. I'll just go kill some rabbits or go hunt some legendary creature or fish or.
yeah.
I love it.
I had a mountain lion where I fucking had to restart that fucking game. I don't know, 30 fucking
Oh, he's
times.
tough. That fucking
30
mountain.
fucking times. And I'm like, I finally get, I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Fuck you. The second one kills me. Like, there's a second one, motherfucker. I had to step away from that game for like 2 fucking weeks. I was so fucking mad.
Oh yeah, yeah. And the Jaguar's a real bastard. Like when you go to Mexico and you're hunting that jaguar, if you like, people always joke, if you hear a cougar, you're dead. No. If you hear that jaguar, you're not doing anything.
You're not.
You hear the, you're fucking dead.
Yep. Hope you had a save before that motherfucker picked up your fucking scent.
You're just sitting there, just autosave.
God, man.
Mm.
All right, let's rip the Band-Aid off this one for my number one. And it's
Curious.
not really a surprise here because this game,
Earthworm Jim.
this one, it's doing that weird bullshit. Let's try this again. Add a stage. Do it.
Do it.
I want to do it, Mikey.
I don't know.
StreamYards is doing something weird here. Let me stop screen. Let me try it again. It's being a stupid bitch. Well, I'll fix your little red wagon, you mother humper.
You tell it. You tell it, buddy.
Yeah, I won't do it.
Huh.
Is it because you're sharing your screen? Maybe. No.
I don't have anything up.
Here, I'll go. Let's do this here. I'll add it to stage. I'll just go full screen layout with it. Is what I'll do. It'll work. It'll work.
Legend of Mana, Secret of Evermore.
Nope, Gaines at it. Final Fantasy.
7.
I guess what's in the corner. I guess. Duh.
Yeah.
This fucking game. The
long one. 2 discs.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
This thing.
It's. Did you grind levels so when you fought a boss, it wasn't like a pain in the ass?
Well, that was just it. But then you find out
4 discs.
that
Yeah.
I'll just talk about it, Mikey. The graphics are they're shit. So,
well, in hindsight, they're shit.
They're shit now. They're shit now.
I remember that my brother I mentioned, when you meet someone, you meet your brother, and you think, well, now we just have to get along because we're brothers, right? But you want to get along. You want to have things in common. And when he got all excited for Final Fantasy VII, I was like, God. He bought.
By the way, this wasn't internet either.
No,
he
bought the fucking guide. The guide was like this.
You had
big.
a guide, and call lines were a fucking thing. You'd call a fucking 1-800 number trying to figure out how the fuck do I get this fucking golden chocobo. It was like fucking Indiana Jones on Atari. It's got to be this guy. It's got to be at this time.
You needed the second controller on that Atari game. Yeah, that Final Fantasy VII obviously is a game that like transcended gaming. Got people interested in gaming that.
And we did, Sal.
Yeah, that was your number 4, 5.
I think it was that was number 5 for me. Was Max Payne.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Final Fantasy, it wasn't just being immersed in this fucking world. Again, I love the whole JPRG thing. I love the fucking items, Buster Swords. When I think about a big fucking Buster Sword, guess what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking about fucking Final Fantasy. I'm thinking about Cloud. The story in it barely makes fucking sense if you start getting into the weeds of like, Sephiroth and everything. You want to talk about a cool fucking character, by the way. Fucking Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Standing there in fucking fire. The artwork on that was just fucking beautiful, but it's 2 of my jams for anything I'm going to do in a D&D world. For like Eberron, it's like a steampunk kind of fusion deal with medieval. It's just Final Fantasy set the tone for that genre. So like to this fucking day, Cloud gets on that fucking bike in the fucking museum and rides that fucking steampunk fucking bike out of that motherfucker. Holy shit.
I think Akira, they borrowed some stuff for Akira for Final Fantasy.
I would definitely think that Akira influenced some of that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's the remake is good on PS5, but there's a lot of fluff to extend the game.
Oh my God, they talked about doing the remake of 7 for 6 years before they're like, oh, now we're gonna do it. And now it's gonna be like by the time they did it.
I get that.
Did you play it? Did you like it?
I did. But then when I found out it was going to be like 3 games, I got to wait 2 years so in total it's going to be another 5 years or something before you could complete it. I kind of tapped out.
Materia is something I would use still in all of my RPGs that I'm a DM on to this fucking day. I might call it something different. Sometimes I gave up and I would just call it Materia. I loved how you could customize your power sets by using fucking Materia. Holy shit, what a great fucking system, man. But you level up gains and then you start this game, the monsters level up with you. So you'd fight a motherfucker and going, I just hit him for 9999 because that's where the fucking game capped out at. And you're like, I would use Knights of the Round. I literally had this set up where it would do it over and over again. I'd walk up. I'm not kidding, guys. I'd go fucking make a sandwich because when it did Knights of the Round twice over, you had time to do it. And then find out that you made the game harder for yourself by fucking leveling the fuck up. God.
Yeah, because now they're tougher too. Yeah.
Yep. But still.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 1. That's it. So
good one.
We don't want to keep gains a whole.
No, I'm fine. I want
to do your honorable mention for sure.
I got to take it back to the Nintendo. I wore the shirt for a reason. So everyone talks about Tecmo Bowl because it had Bo Jackson and he was like a god. But Super Tecmo Bowl allowed you to play a full season with stats. I know it's a sports game and it's not that exciting, but I would have like 10 friends packed like sardines in my bedroom, and we would play an entire season through the weekend. And
oh wow,
it kept us out of trouble because I had some friends, like I lived on like the edge of the hood, right? So you go 100 feet north of where I lived, you'd be in the town. 100 feet back, you'd be like deep in the hood, right?
Yeah.
I want to say those weekends in my room playing Tecmo Bowl and then later on playing like Madden and NFL 2K, it kept us like out of trouble. And then when we got to like adulthood and those times stopped, one of my friends was he was murdered. And
wow.
I'm not saying it's funny what video games can do. When you have something that you could do together that's keeping you away from bullshit, it means something. And I'm telling you, I think if we kept doing it, we didn't stop doing it, I think he'd still be here, man, because he got mixed up into other bullshit. He didn't care about video games. He cared about now selling drugs on the street.
Yeah.
And it's bittersweet, man. Even if it's just playing a video game. I mean, I had other memories with him. He was probably one of the best basketball players I've ever seen. But my fondest memories are laughing, playing video games with him. So that's the power of these things, You
want to talk about making friends. I mean, honorable mention for me, I didn't make this list, was World of Warcraft. Mm-hmm. Not because of the gameplay. I like the gameplay. It's enjoyable. I mean, that's the big daddy, right? Of an MMO.
Memorgs, yeah.
Everybody measured that to fucking World of Warcraft. I've got friends that I've met online, and then before that was City of Heroes too, but Warcraft was even more expansive, where I met a whole bunch of people local in Wichita, and we became good friends. I mean, I've got friends all over the country,
sure,
but including, where I lived at, and we'd start doing Warp, Wichita after raid parties. We get done, and I didn't go for like a year. I was a hermit, man, at that time. And one of my best friends, one of my brothers, Bus, was like, you really should go out with us. I was like, all right, fine. And then it was a staple of I couldn't wait to go out. And that brought me out of my shell. And we all started hanging around and hitting up some breweries and, getting pizza. Our wives are playing with us. I mean, it built this fucking community of people that I still talk. I don't play the game anymore. But the only reason I actually kept playing the game, even 2 or 3 more years past where I wasn't having fun with it.
Yeah.
As far as gameplay, was the people that kept me playing.
Sure. I think people gotten like married in that game, like in the world.
In the world, 100%. They did an EverQuest too.
Oh yeah, EverQuest was the OG. EverQuest.
Because I played MUDs. I played text-driven games before that. I was playing Alinor's Nexus.
Holy shit.
Canada twice. I still have friends I met and to this day still, talk with, and I met playing a fucking, multi-user dungeon, all text-driven.
Well, right now, I have a buddy. He travels now back and forth to South Carolina and here in New York. So he's barely in one place. But you know how we keep up? Playing fucking Fortnite. We play Fortnite 3 days a week.
Fortnite is such a great game, man. It's almost like an honorable mention now just because Zero Build was like, holy shit.
I love it.
This game's badass.
We shoot the shit and blow away 12-year-olds, or they kill me and I get really pissed.
Limpo, you don't have to tell us, but if you used to play online with a mate and his brothers and mates, one of them was a porn star, might let us know. I guarantee you Gaines and I probably know who the hell that is, probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
Tommy Gun, Tommy Pistol, Danger Dan. Anyway, just some few names I'm going to throw out there.
thing about video games is this. Of course, you got movies and you got books, right? But a game, you will have a good story, and most times you'll be able to manipulate it in a way you want. It might be linear sometimes.
Sure.
At certain points, you have to go on a certain path, but it's the things you do in between that path that you made it your own. And that's what's special about them.
Well, Gonzo says, I think toy collecting saved my life. I put the booze and bottle down, started collecting again. Only issue is money gets pissed down the drain versus money goes on the shelf and space is run out.
Yeah.
But he says, probably extended his life as well. So, it is, man. That's some powerful shit that kind of goes along with what you were saying about your buddy.
I'm telling you, if he kept playing video games, man, he lost the desire. I tried to get him to play NBA 2K or the newest Madden, but
was it Sterling? If his name's Sterling, if it's an English dude, if it's a porn star, I know Nikki Sterling is who I'm thinking of. The English guy, the bald guy, pretty fucking jacked, Sterling.
Attic, Halo was definitely brought up, baby. Go watch.
Sure.
Get on the replay. We brought up some bangers, and has me wanting to re-download a game, and Zakainen has to try out a game. I highly suggest you listen to the Phantasy Star Online soundtrack. I'm not crazy. It's epic.
I wanted to play that. I did, man. I had a whole bunch of friends that were playing it. I just
didn't. And you know what sucks too? They have since made a version for current consoles, but it's totally just different. Too much going on.
Surname something like Bond. Now you got me on that one.
Bond.
It's not Rocco Seafried because Jerk and Gaines and I are very aware of Rocco.
Mime from Hell's.
Oh, look at this. Apparently, Jerk originally met Gaines playing an online game of Hide the Salami back in the GameCube days.
That game was tough, man, because if you...
It's not like fucking Bronzer or Optimus Thrice over here. Jerk got hacked.
If you found the salami, man, you were in for it for that night. You were waking up in pain.
Boner degens. Holy shit. So, yeah, we've got some comments we're going to go through. Gaines, if you want to take off, you can stick around while we start going through honorable mentions. It's up to you. I know you got to work tomorrow, brother.
I got to work. I want to tell you guys, thank you for this. I will talk games any night of the week. What do you have? You have everything, or you just have PS5, PS4?
I just had PS4. I did not get PS5. That's my only gaming console that I've got now. But all my other ones are in storage, like my Xbox, my PS1, my PS2. I don't have a Super Nintendo anymore, and I'm sad. I wish I had that, so I could just have it on display. And nowadays, with games being shit like they are, I want to plug those sons of bitches back in and start playing them. There's a reason that retro gaming has been, such a huge comeback here in recent years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Gaines, we're going to have you on again, obviously, buddy. We love having you on.
Yeah, this was fun, man. I could talk about anything. Maybe we'll have a little adult chat next time.
We might do when we start doing members only. Maybe we have,
Please.
after dark, and we start going down the porn world. I don't know what Mikey will talk about. Obviously, sweet Mikey.
Yeah. Sweet.
Please have
Sure.
please have me on again, man. I love you guys. We're all a big family.
One big family, brother. Love you,
The
man.
Raw Dogs, the fucking Mega Powers crew, the Monday Night crew, the Figured Out crew. It's
Hell
weird,
yeah.
but let's enjoy it while we can.
Hell yeah, brother.
Absolutely, buddy. Appreciate you.
Of course.
Definitely make sure you check out Gaines on the Mega Power Show and his own channel. He's been throwing out just some straight fire. His videos have just been ramped up lately on production.
Oh, he's been killing
He's just been fucking killing it, man. And again, the soundtrack, the Toy Gaines just sticks in your head. You want to talk about something that sticks in your head?
It does. He doesn't even use it anymore. It's still every time the intro plays, I'm just like, missing out on this Toy Games.
All right, I'm gonna start going down some of the honorable mentions here.
Hell yeah.
Tyler, shout out to our Canadian audience out there. Watch Dogs 1 and Skyrim.
I didn't play either of those games.
I did Skyrim. I watched a buddy play Watch Dogs.
I did watch some Watch Dogs, but I was like, this doesn't look that fun to me.
When they started doing Twitch and they're like, who is just going to watch people play video games? I would have friends that it wasn't a co-op game. I go to my buddies and I would watch him fucking play a game for fucking hours because it was entertaining.
I hate watching people play games.
You do?
Despise it.
Now, what about in real life? Would you do that? Would you go over to a buddy's house and watch it? Just no matter what it was.
It happened. It happened. Like I would go over to my one of my best friends, Zach. He was a big gamer. He always gaming, and he would he'd sell off stuff, to pay for something, then he'd get it back eventually. Now he's a pharmacist. He's done well for himself. But he was always gaming. So I'd go over to his house and he'd be gaming. It'd be the new Mortal Kombat, or it would be, it'd be this or it'd be that. He'd always gaming. So I'd always end up watching him game for a little bit, but he knew I just it starts to give me a migraine. Like watching people play
this
is something I just
up in you and you're like,
can't handle.
Sucks.
Now, like fighting games is a little easier, but it's still really brutal for me.
Yeah. Now, like an RPG, I'd watch my buddy play an RPG or an open world sandbox thing and just be fucking entertained for fucking hours. Could be a game I was going to play
for a while, but no.
I don't think that would translate very well. I don't think I could watch someone play Skyrim versus
watched him play Witcher for a while, and I was like, "Are you gonna fuck this girl or what?"
Yeah, let's go here.
What is going on here?
Yeah, this is bullshit. Resident Evil was really close, so this was an honorable mention for me. I don't know about you, Mikey, on Resident Evil.
Never did Resident Evils.
This motherfucker, when Resident Evil came out, yes, the graphics don't hold up, but back then, this was pristine. This was, oh my God, breakthrough graphics. I would have girls come over. One of my best friends, Michelle, I still remember, she came over, and right when you get to that first zombie, when you realize what the fuck's going on, and that thing turns around and she screamed and physically threw that fucking controller across the fucking room. I made sure that I constantly would do that to people and go, hey, come over and try this game out. No one had that visceral reaction. There was like two other girls that would and throw it up, drop the controller and scream, because holy shit, that Resident Evil hits hard. But I love the Resident Evil games.
I remember my dad playing Resident Evil because I thought it was pretty scary. I mean, it came out on PlayStation I don't know, 98, 99.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Actually, I didn't bring that one up. It
would have been pretty early.
But yeah, I mean, like that and Silent Hill too. Silent Hill is creepy and haunting. Holy
I remember him starting to play Silent Hill, and I was told I could not watch him play Silent Hill.
I get it. I 100% percent get that shit.
He had a PlayStation before the games were available in English.
Oh, yeah.
He got the PlayStation from Japan. I remember he got it so he could play Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was all in Japanese. You had like a book that had the English translations to it. I don't know how he ever beat that game in Japanese, but yeah, he had one super early. Man, I remember those two games, the Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Just being
Yeah,
like,
Modern
some of the
Warfare 2
creepiest
was
shit.
not on anyone's list. I didn't play any of the Modern Warfare stuff because I suck
None
at
of,
first-person
none of
shooters.
us really. I mean, Halo was the only like first-person
First
shooter.
person, I
that
think that was it. Yeah. Here, I'm going to have you watch the chat here. Peter Moline with Duke Nukem. That's an iconic fucking game for sure. You get to see the strippers, right? Got the stripper pole.
Never
Duke
played
Nukem. Duke Nukem Forever that I still didn't fucking play to this day because I was like, I really never thought that game was gonna get made. And and it finally did, unless that's a fucking Mandela effect. And it actually did not get made, and I've been tricked. But yeah, Duke Nukem Forever. Now Blood, I don't remember Blood.
96.
Oh, 96 on Resident.
Jesus, 6 years old. My God.
My God, man.
Jesus Christ.
This has been popping up in chat. Knights of the Old Republic. That is one of the games, Mikey, that I didn't have that game. I watched my fucking buddy, not just one session, several sessions, play that motherfucker for hours because it was like I was watching a fucking Star Wars movie. I'd be eating pizza and fucking chilling out, going, "Oh,
I remember that game. I never played it.
Never played it. Again, I didn't either. I just watched it. Oh,
I don't think I played. I don't think I did not play very many Star Wars games. I remember I had Rogue Squadron on computer because we had a joystick. We had like a legit joystick, and trying to wrap up AT-ATs with the harpoon was one of the most frustrating experiences of my life.
Oh man, any of the star fighting.
You're like trying to guide it around. You gotta like keep and then it topple over. Brutal.
I can't even tell you what all the starfighter like the games were for Star Wars because I remember taking down a Star Destroyer with a fucking A-wing just because, and it took me hours of doing it. But guess what? I fucking took one out. By God.
Well done.
Robert, what's up, party people? Going to bed, but he's saying Mabel Ultimate Alliance. Oh,
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Like Mabel. Fable. I'll tell you what, I put a lot of hours in a Marvel fucking Ultimate Alliance, I will say.
Hell yeah. Trying to unlock fucking characters, dude.
Trying to unlock all the fucking characters, man.
Damn. It was fun, though. I wish they would do another one of those.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need like top of the line graphics. I don't need that for that.
Dude,
game.
Marvel Heroes was a great fucking online game. Holy shit. I love the shit out of Marvel Heroes, man. I dropped all. I played a lot of fucking Marvel Heroes, man. Again, top down. You'd sit there. It was a PC game, and you'd unlock. You could buy skins and shit. And by God, I spent money on my digital Barbie because it didn't change any fucking gameplay. It was just a skin. And I fucking loved all that shit. All the different skins for fucking Colossus. 100%. I bought every goddamn one of them. As soon as Colossus had the oh shit, fear itself, when he became the Juggernaut.
Oh yeah.
Bought that motherfucker day one. 100%. Take my fucking money. Kirby said, yeah, Ghost Recon Wildlands. He agreed with you there.
So good.
And I'll say Kirby, yeah, Tekken was on my honorable mentions because for a fucking fighting game, fucking Tekken, man.
I spent a lot of time on Tekken. Was probably my favorite fighting game growing up.
Yoshimitsu, dude. And then he crossed over into fucking Soul Calibur. I fucking love.
Was that the samurai one? The samurai character, the samurai robot.
Yes.
So fucking cool. So cool.
When he would do the seppuku, turn his back, stab his sword through himself, hurting himself, but really fucking who was ever behind him. Holy
so cool.
Shit. But yeah, that game was definitely one of my honorable mentions there.
I think 3 was probably the one I played the most.
God, I can't tell you which one.
I think 3 was the one that I had at that. By the time 3 came out, I had a PlayStation of my own, and I think 3 was the one that I played the most.
Oh, but I'll tell you a custom that I want, and I even cut my hair for years. Brian Fury. He had his hair just smashed down, fucking flat. Fucking Brian fucking Fury. That I guess he was a cyborg, right? And he had those snakeskin fucking pants. And he'd do that fucking hook, and he'd sit there and go, bam! Fucking loved Brian Fury. Now, if I ever have someone do a custom of Brian Fury with snakeskin pants, shout out to Nicole Customs, because I'll probably have her do the pants.
There you go.
Fucking rattlesnake. Jesus. Trying to get that fucking print. Good Lord, dude. Tristan saying, yep, Skyrim, thousands of hours into that fucking game. Over 1,000.
A lot of people did.
Mortal Kombat as well. Mojo, I know he had to leave, but yeah, God of War. I didn't have PlayStation at the time, so I never played any of the God of Wars. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. I don't remember that one.
I definitely played that one. I didn't spend a lot of time in it though. Now Battlefront, I did spend a lot of time doing that one, because that was like the big open campaign, you know.
Yeah.
That one was I had a good time with Battlefront.
It was fun killing stormtroopers in that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just like popcorn. Gauntlet. Green Elf is about to die. The wizard has shot the food. I don't think wizard would have shot the food, but maybe. I played a lot. I dropped a lot. I dropped thousands of dollars in playing Gauntlet at the fucking arcade game, like 100%. And Tristan saying that Chrono Trigger is his favorite JPRG of all time. Another one I did not play. Four Feathers, Resident Evil. Favorite, Resident Evil 2, made him buy a PlayStation. Yeah, Resident Evil 2. God, if I had to pick my favorite one, God, it probably would be 2. Fallout 4. Yep. 100%. HGC with his top 5. Mega Man 2. Super Mario Kart OG. Medal of Honor Underground. Another first-person shooter I didn't play. Halo 2. Zelda, Link to the Past. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Love this goddamn shirt. What's Trey here? Toynomic Displays is Trey. Battlefield 3 and 4. I am the engineer. Me and my RPG snipers take out helicopters and planes. Top 100 choppy gunner on PS4. I stopped gaming for toys and love some trollololol.
Right
Did you like professionally fucking game, Trey? Is that what you're saying here?
Oh my God.
The hell? What's going on here?
Some legendary shit there.
Dan, shout out to Dan Knowlton. Original Zelda, X-Men 2 Genesis. I didn't have the Sega Genesis, which Shadowrun, by the way, should be on my honorable mentions. I fucking loved Shadowrun. And I had the Nintendo version. I never played the Sega version. Final Fantasy Tactics, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, DC Universe Online, like Mikey was saying there, Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Yeah. Marvel vs. Capcom was cool. I remember Dad had some key. He had like a jailbreak on the PlayStation. They could play like burnt games.
Yeah.
So he had all kinds of shit. And I remember Marvel vs. Capcom being one of the most testy games. Like those burned ones, like sometimes they would work. If the conditions were just right, you could play the game. But if not, it wasn't happening. And
then you're not doing
Marvel vs. Capcom was one of the most temperamental ones. But man,
I'll get an emulator to do it.
So good.
Tyler with GTA San Andreas. Talib, no particular order. Metal Gear Solid. That was one of those definite honorable mention for me.
Good one.
Yep. Ocarina of Time. Legend of Zinc. Link. Legend of Zelda.
Zinc.
Jesus.
Zinc's important for your immune system.
Sorry, which I took some today. Let me wash some Gorilla Mind down.
And put some energy drink on it.
Jesus. Final Fantasy 2, Morpig. Legend. Oh, Final Fantasy 11. Yep, I did not play that when they went to the Morpig style. Legend of Dragoon and NES. TMNT, the arcade game. Wow, that's a good one.
I'm trying to think what
Super Ghosts and Ghouls, Ghosts and Goblins.
NES. What I play. I had a our babysitter had one, and she had tons of games. I'm sure she picked it up at a garage sale, and just an entire box of games. So we played it. I remember we did a lot of Super Mario Bros. I remember a lot of that. I remember there were like 3 games that worked really well, and we played the shit out of them. I don't remember any of them being like excellent. Like there was a Wolverine game, and it never worked. I always wanted to play that one. It was that Wolverine on the cartridge, and I was like, man, I want to play this. It never worked.
I do not remember a Wolverine.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you what it was like, but I never got to play it. Fucking thing never worked. It never mattered how hard I played harmonica on that cartridge. It didn't work.
Oh yeah, man, you would do it too. And they're like, that doesn't work.
Did every
Fuck
time.
you, it does. Fuck you, yes it does.
It did. It worked a lot of the time.
This one, by the way, this was definitely one of my honorable mentions here. So I'm gonna try to fuck this up again. I'm gonna go show on stage. I'm gonna click on the scene, right? I'm clicking it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna add it to stage. It worked. What the fuck? Anyway, so
Who's
right
this
here, this jabroni here, that's me. We were in, I think it was Portland or Seattle. I think this was Seattle. You can't see it here. There's my dumb goofy face. This is adult childhood nostalgia in full fucking force, because I was playing the shit out of fucking Smash TV. So as soon as Jerk was, I was like, yep, that was an honorable mention, because while it's iconic and sticks with me, it's like the other games kind of affected my life more. But like, if I see it at an arcade, this barcade, I'm gonna play this motherfucker. I love it. It's it's like RoboCop and Running Man. You play for prizes and shit on Smash TV. It's just so much goddamn fun. So Smash TV definitely was an honorable mention for me.
Speaking of excellence, Curb Stomp Films, $4.99 super chat. I'm so good at Tekken, I will let you choose who I beat your ass with. I'm going to tell you something, Kirby. It doesn't matter. I suck at fighting games. I'm a button masher.
Hell yeah, and it works.
Horrible at fighting games.
That's what my wife does.
Fun until it starts to become frustrating because I can't do combos. I don't know how many times I screamed at Injustice 2. I was like, what the fuck, Brainiac? Like, Brainiac beat my ass probably 50 goddamn times. Where I was just like, fuck it, I walked away and then eventually came back and beat him with Green Arrow because he's one of the few I can mash really well.
God, I can't remember. It was Tekken 3. There was one that the boss was just so horrifically bad. It was just, the difficulty was so stupid and caused me and my buddy to have just, I don't know, migraines, rage, just, strokes, everything. I just wanted to murder everything. I could feel myself about to goddamn just explode. You finally beat it. I'm like, I'm never playing against that motherfucker ever fucking again. I'm done. Hell yeah, Smash TV.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. You know, cider.
You guys try to make a trip to the cider side. Well, yeah, I'm all about cider, so fuck yeah. And it's a cider barcade. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, at when we do assembly required in Des Moines, there's a barcade that they like to go to, and Ben from Skeletron, he fell in love with a game they have there. Dad and I never went because it was always a game that or always a night that we had dinner with people, and they would all go to the barcade. But there was a game called Killer Queen. And it's a really large, it's one of those really big console games. But apparently it was so fun that Ben acquired one of them to put at work so they could have tournaments at work.
Arcades are on the rise.
Interesting.
Apparently it's a
well, it looks like Joust is what it looks like.
I have no idea. I never played it, but they had insane amounts of fun with it.
I'll have to watch this later. Yeah, let's save that son of a bitch.
Killer Queen.
Save to watch later. Yeah, I didn't even get all like the arcade games. We'd only have a whole segment, probably games, and I could do arcades all night long of all the arcade
Probably
shit
so.
I watched.
I don't have that many.
Yeah, because I mean,
There's a
that's not.
It wasn't.
Arcades
It
were
wasn't
dying.
my. It wasn't my grow. It wasn't my childhood. Now I like going to those barcades and stuff because I still like playing them.
Yeah,
And I have found ones that I like. Now there are some that exist from when I was a childhood or when I was a kid. Primal Rage, Mortal Kombat,
Killer Instinct.
Marvel versus Capcom, the X-Men game you and I talked about, the 4-person arcade game. I love that game. That's so fun to me. But yeah, that Primal Rage, man, I remember going to town on that one. There was a place in Branson we went to one time, and Primal Rage and a dinosaur that I won out of a claw machine still stick with me as good.
Oh, that's cool.
Good memories. Yeah, I still enjoy it.
Tony, Legend
Arkham
Series,
games.
Arkham games. I think I stopped.
Well, the last one
Did
kind of
play-
sucked, but
Was it 3 the last one? Or was
the
it
last one
before?
I think was that Arkham Knight.
I didn't play Arkham.
I think there was like Asylum, there was City,
Yeah,
there was. I thought there was another one, but maybe it was Knight was the third one.
yeah. I did not.
I
Play
didn't
the
care
third
much
one.
for it.
I
First
should.
and second one were fucking dope.
God, I loved Harley Quinn in the fucking Arkham games. Holy, love that fucking design. Kirby with the Fallout early, really. Yeah, Fallout was so fucking good.
I never played any of the Fallouts. Never.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things, man. I mean, like God of War. I didn't play any God of Wars. I didn't have that console. And then
God
years
of War
later, I get
doesn't
PS4.
seem like a game I would like. Fallout seems like a game that I would really enjoy. I just never did.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
it's a
like that too.
big sandbox, and you get to like build shit, and I'm all in on that stuff. I never did it.
Oh yeah, all the gunsmithing, all the armor stuff.
Now, Dad has wasted probably weeks of his life. I say wasted. That's kind of shitty to say. Has invested weeks of his life into survival games like that. Like he's a big fan of those. In fact, I still think he plays 4.
There's a lot of people. I hope. God damn it, was my buddy Wes playing that? They were going back and playing Fallout 4. Oh yeah, my work buddy Josh. That's what he was doing. He's going back and playing Fallout 4 again. But yeah, Brian King bought a Super NES just to play Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was on Super Nintendo. I didn't
know that was a thing. I don't think I've ever played.
It was on computer for me. That's what I played. I was terrible at it. God damn, I was bad at it.
TC's bringing up Relic Raids and Dark Age of Camelot. I never played that one.
Dark Age of Camelot.
Sounds badass.
Does sound pretty gnarly.
Mime for him. Star Siege Tribes. Quake 2. Quake. That's another
Quake
legendary
2,
fucking
Electric
game.
Boogaloo.
Tomb Raider, Silent Hill, yep, Max Payne 1 and 2. Yeah, man, those are all.
You know, one I have not seen come up at all, and that's any of the Rock Bands or Guitar Heroes. I invested fuckloads of time into those. I remember secretly buying the Rock Band, the whole kit.
Secretly?
Yeah, secretly. Because it wasn't what I was supposed to spend money on. I spent like almost an entire check. Like, almost like it was probably like 3/4 of 2 weeks' pay at McDonald's. And bought it and hid it under my desk. So when school ended, before I had to go to work, I had like 4 of my buddies come over, and we'd just go to fucking town, and then we'd fucking hide it under my desk so my mom wouldn't see that I spent a bunch of money on a fucking video game.
Dude, I was so mad that Metallica went with Guitar Hero over Rock Band. I was so fucking pissed.
Wasted.
Because
I played the shit out of Guitar Hero. When that came out, man, that was awesome. But once you introduced vocals and drums, fucking get it, dude.
Fuck yeah, buddy. Yeah, the wife and I love playing Rock Band. We haven't played since we've done the move.
I haven't played.
You're right. I started a lot of them. I don't remember ever seeing Rock.
I didn't see it pop up at all tonight. It's definitely on my list because I invested a shitload of time.
Well, again, it's, I guess, I never thought of it that way. That should be definitely an honorable mention of it because, yeah, I mean, I play the fuck out of it. And I'm like, why haven't you made a new one?
Right?
Which is weird to me. It must be a licensing issue thing. I don't know because they're still putting out new fucking songs.
Are they really?
3? Is it Rock Band 3?
No shit. I didn't know.
They were up until I moved, or up to last year. They were still fucking putting out new fucking songs.
Wow. So, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah, Lord of Brooklyn with a WrestleMania 2000 on the N64.
I remember playing. We had friends that their kids were quite a few years younger than I was, but they were big wrestling fans. I played a lot of wrestling on PlayStation, a lot.
There you go, Keys Collects.
Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct.
Oh man, that's still got to be my favorite characters of arcade fighting games. Love.
So which was your favorite one?
Like which character?
Yeah, which character?
I don't even know. Like he had some kind of badass mask. I don't even
the guy with the badass anymore, mask. Dude.
I don't remember. Like this was, I had it on Game Boy. I played the shit out of that thing.
Whatever the ice guy was. That motherfucker.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying either. I couldn't tell you a fucking name either.
I know I loved it. I know I loved the shit. I remember I had my Game Boy on the school bus, and I had my Walkman, and I was listening to fucking Eminem, and I was playing Killer Instinct on the Game Boy Color. That's what I was doing.
Oh, Tyler,
probably on detention. Probably what I was doing. I never played Fable.
Justin Booth talking about number 5 Stranglehold. I don't remember that one. I'm thinking about the song
Ted
now.
Nugent.
Ted Nugent. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Or Pantera.
Did they do a cover
of it? Yeah, they covered it.
Oh, son of a bitch. Remind me.
You never heard that?
Okay, I'm gonna leave the start because I'm gonna remember this.
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie Detroit Rock City where the kids try to get tickets to the Kiss concert?
I didn't.
It's one of the songs on that soundtrack. There's a couple of really good covers on that soundtrack. That is one of them.
Oh, Batman Arkham City.
Or no, I'm sorry, it's not Stranglehold. It's Cat Scratch Fever.
Cat Scratch Fever. Oh, okay. Because I'd love to hear Pantera do fucking Stranglehold. Fucking awesome.
I think Pantera would have killed any Nuge.
Son of a bitch. Let's see here. Shout out to Dan again here. Number 5, top of the show. Xenophobe for the Atari 7800. Shit, I did 2600, 5200. I don't think I did the Atari 7800.
Dan stayed with it. He didn't quit on Atari. Atari quit on him.
Here's a game that I wanted to play and I never did was Def Jam Vendetta. Any of the Def Jam. I never played those and I wish to God I had. I could still do it, but
I never played any of those.
I didn't play them. I wanted to. By God. Jeff Morris over here. Sorry.
Blake says that character on Killer Instinct was called Jago. The masked one or the ice. I don't know.
I don't know either.
You should probably look it up and actually look at the characters to know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I remember loving that game deeply.
That's the whole thing, man. It's like Spy Hunter. That's on my honorable mentions because of the fucking song, man.
Now, to be fair, I probably spent more time on Injustice 2 because you could customize characters based on how many, what loadouts you got out of the mother box. But Killer Instinct was
Limpar. By the way, that's his other name is Limpar. I always remember his first online name. It's like fumbling through the galaxy. I'm going to call him Snape.
Yeah.
But Limpar saying best time online gaming. Remember playing RDR online. Red Dead Redemption online.
Or Red Dead Revolver.
Oh, yeah.
It could have been the first one.
Now,
I never played him online.
Here's a shocker here, but your dad brought up fucking XCOM too. I played the fuck out of XCOM. That's definitely an honorable mention for me. Holy shit. They were like G.I. Joes. You'd have there's a random, shit. You send a squad out to fight fucking aliens. I remember one guy, I think his name was Jungo, if I remember right. just this weird scrub that I had to put in there, and you'd rank them up, right? If he lived, I put him in with a team of scrubs, and this motherfucker, RN Jesus, was his fucking co-pilot. He couldn't die, he couldn't miss. This motherfucker became goddamn legendary. The whole squad's wiped out. This motherfucker completed the mission by himself. I love XCOM. Okay, I'm done. Love it.
He does mention 7 Days to Die. He is a big fan of that game.
What is that game?
It's a survival game. Like you have to. It's almost like Minecraft, but it's like there's like zombies and shit that come after you, and you have to build like a base, and you have to go get supplies, and it's an odd game. The graphics are very, very basic.
Yeah.
He gets really involved in that game.
Tomb Raider definitely was an honorable mention. You know, it's iconic, but it just didn't like
quite a bit.
stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played a shit out of them, but it just on my list where I think of the things that really stick in my head. While this one's iconic, it just, you know, it's not taking up that much RAM.
It sticks in my head because it was one of those games. Like I think I had like the first one, but my cousin had the second one. So there were days where I'd go home from school, like I'd have a headache or something, and my aunt or uncle would pick me up and bring me to their house, and I would get to play his PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I remember he had like the second one, and I remember playing it quite a bit, but not enough to really like get a hold of me, you know?
Yeah. And then HCC's talking about the Star Wars Battlefront games.
Battlefront was so good. Battlefield is good too. I love those too. I love the World War II stuff. I've always loved that. Ever since Medal of Honor, I've been a big.
Which Sal brings up Medal of Honor.
Nah, loved Medal of Honor. So
and yeah, by the way, Dark Forces, Blake. Fuck yes. You're talking about first.
I remember
Star Wars shooter. One. I mean, it's Dark Forces.
I don't know if there was something wrong with the disc or something, but I remember like there was like one level we could play, but it just never worked right.
Just yeah, God, yeah, I played a lot.
I had that one, and I had a few years later. I had an Aliens game that was a lot like it. It was like Dune, but it was like xenomorph aliens. And my computer would not run that.
Yes, Alex, that's mi amigo. We definitely talked about Max Payne. Rainbow Six for me, God bless. Again, with the voice thing, my wife still makes fun of me going, Zulu, breach and clear, talking like a fucking Muppet for that goddamn game to understand me. Jesus wept. Honorable mention, by the way, yes, Tetris. I still
Tetris. Oh yeah,
out of fucking Tetris.
I love Tetris.
I love it. It just doesn't it hasn't affected my life where I'm like, I didn't.
No, because Tetris always felt like a time killing game. Like it was always like you were at work.
It's like Solitaire.
Tetris, yeah, Solitaire, Minesweeper. You spent a lot of time doing it, but it didn't really hold you.
Hell yeah, Snake. Play the shit out of that little fucking Snake game. Get this the longest. Your whole screen is this fucking snake, right?
Giant fucking snake.
Love the shit out of that. God
ridiculous.
Damn. Mikey, where are you at? I think we're at 2:20. Oh, we went a little bit longer.
Yeah, I
trying to get to that 2-hour mark, but you know.
Yeah. We ran over. There's a lot, but there's a lot. There's a lot here.
Well, we were tight with gains. We got them out here on time. We did good there, but then we wanted to, we waxed poetic on some of these things, which we've hit some topics here, man, where, I just really want to wax poetic, man, because again, video games were a huge influence in our lives, obviously.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So let's do some, you want to do some plug-in here?
Let's do some plug-in.
Mine's quick.
Sunday morning.
I can tell you if you want. Mine's a Legend series is on Rumble and Ranting. Check them out. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, we got Thursday night. We're gonna figure it out next Thursday. will be on your channel.
Oh, okay. I guess we could shout that out together, right? We could do a
Why not?
combo. It's so early, right? We don't usually book guests this far out, but these last 3 weeks we have. Well, we're gonna have it's Chad.
Yeah.
When we're talking about, I don't know, stuff. We're doing things.
Stuff and things.
We're doing
You like stuff. We like things. We're going to see if we can figure it out.
It's going to be, we're doing our again. So it's video games again, but now we're going to go with our best of a genre, like first person shooter, RPG. We're going to give our takes on what we think.
5 genres, and we're picking the best game to represent that for the 3 of our opinions. So
I'm very curious as to what that's going to be. Because I mean, I know Chad and I'm older, of course, you know, squeaking that in, but I'm interested in all of our takes because it's, you know, we've had some very different tastes when it comes to games.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Games were pretty diverse on, really.
Tonight, I thought we were going to have at least one crossover, and we didn't.
Not a one.
Not
a one. And I didn't stray away from big titles. Like,
I thought we were going to have like Max Payne because we talked about it on Monday. I'm like, shit, it's going to be on his list. Well, it's on mine. Final Fantasy, son of a bitch, brought Final Fantasy. Well, that's on my list.
Yeah.
It's like number 1 with a fucking bullet.
Yeah. So that'll be Thursday. But Sunday morning, Dad and I are doing another episode of Couple of Kooks. I have not built that out yet. So I need to do that. But it's probably gonna be 10 a.m. again. And we hope some of you can make it. When we're talking about kind of cost and investment into making toys. So Dad's gonna speak to
for a starter company, right?
That a little bit, yeah. Like if you're wanting to start and just doing 3D prints, like what you're kind of going to be looking at for that kind of investment is time and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I don't know if we'll get how far we'll get into that. If we'll get into like, you know, what it costs to have something like sculpted, you know, like professionally sculpted, and because there's a lot of, you know, we all hear plenty about how much molds cost. I think everybody's become an expert on how much molds cost.
Right.
So maybe there's some other parts, some other aspects into toy manufacturing that we can talk about.
A lot of armchair economists are going.
There are,
which I get. It's topical. You want to, you know, everyone wants to sit there and talk about it, and you know, that's
everybody's never been interested in it. Like, so right now it's you know, people want to talk about it.
Like people want to talk about Alpha Red with a 199 super sticker. Fuck yeah.
Real man of genius.
I don't like how StreamYard won't show what the goddamn sticker is. Come on, StreamYard. Son of a bitch. Come on.
Oh, he didn't just type super sticker?
Well, he might have, but I think it's a super
sticker. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, you can see it on YouTube what the sticker is like when Cody does it, when Cody Walls does it. You can see it in the chat, but not in fucking StreamYard. Sucks, man. It sucks. But you know, I'll definitely be there Sunday. You know I will, buddy. I am interested in that and hearing that discussion.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope some people join us. So we got that, and then Wednesday I'll be doing probably the last part of the kits. And with that, I guess we can talk about, you know, after we get this project done, Zakainen's no longer going to be with me on Wednesday nights.
Unless there's an emergency and he needs me to help. Yeah,
if I need him to flex in, he can flex in. But he's spending a little too much time on the virtual worlds, and he has a wife that he loves. So he's gonna get back into that. So
especially when it does like with the road games that Gaines and Jerk were on, man. Whenever you're like, hey, yeah, like that one random Thursday where I got to jump into the Thursday Night Thunder, or Ryan asked me to be on 3POA, or Chad streaming again. might pop into a Chad stream too. So I want to try to keep my shit down to at least my rumble and ranting, probably Mondays following it. Yeah, I'm always on the deck. We're both like sitting there at bat waiting for the Monday Mega Power stream. Yeah. And then we got this. So I'm trying to get it to at least, 2.5 shows.
2.5. Yeah. Leave a flex spot in there.
Speaking of flexing, vibrators, Abby, for $2.
I don't know. Was that the sticker? Did you type that, Abby?
This because of the color? This because of the color? I'm going to say is him just typing it out. That's what I'm
on the screen. It looks blue, but over here in the highlighted over here, it looks like periwinkle.
Periwinkle. It's you know what? Actually, maybe that is a super sticker.
It's like a faded lilac purple.
I can't even tell. Can't even tell. Shout out to Abby. Definitely, as we're
thank you, Abby. Telling
people to check out Abby. Check out Figure Fight Club. Obviously, Abby is definitely a friend of the family, and
these folks are already part of that.
We'll shout people all night out, like again, like Legend Series. Make sure to check out Legend Series that I'll have on Monday because he's killing it with this Legend Series Wrestling Alliance, man.
I'm bummed tomorrow night. He's not gonna. He's still in recovery, but hopefully by Sunday night he's got some in him to get some wrestling in there.
Some wrestling. Wait. It's not a sticker. We don't know. We can't tell him StreamYard. We'd have to have window.
Oh my God!
Up. Abby, son of a
you rascallion! You want
to play him a video on this one?
I got to. What
are you gonna do?
What do you?
Let me have a sandwich. I mean, can I have 5 minutes?
What?
Your aesthetician quaff that for you?
You can kiss my aesthetician. You guys do CrossFit?
You can cross fuck off.
Cross fart. How many times you pulled your horn today, bud?
Oh, double down.
Fuck you, Riley. Your mom keeps trying to slip a finger in my bum, but I keep telling her I only let Jonesy's mom do that, you fucking loser.
My mom would never put
me... 2 letter Kenny. Obby, thank you very much, man. That very appreciative.
Guys, cut it out.
What the hell?
Funny. Great stuff as always.
Hell?
Jesus Christ. Yes, sir.
Fucking used cars. Thank you.
I love used cars.
Well, what's that price? Well, that's too fucking high.
Fucking high. I love it.
YouTube probably wouldn't like us doing the actual shot scene, but god damn, it's so good.
No,
because he just like, oh shit.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, for 420.
Hell yeah,
Tony.
Letter Kenny, baby. Give your balls a tug, dit fucker. I love that shit. Oh my god,
guys, like, share, subscribe, make this shit happen. Mikey and I want to retire. We want to stay on YouTube. Oh, yeah. We want to do this professionally.
That'd be great.
Don't let our jobs down. Thanks.
I'll give you this one just because I like you guys.
I can hear that you are dying.
God, I love that one so much.
That should be our outro.
Oh my god.
That should be our outro.
Oh man. All right, guys. We've rambled enough for the evening. Love you guys. Appreciate your support so much. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the super chats. Thanks for just being here and bullshitting with me, Zach, and Gaines. It means the world to us. You guys want to be sure you tune in Sunday, tune in Wednesday, tune in Monday, Then figure it out, boys, are at it again. Y'all comment below and be sure to like, share, and subscribe Mikey and Zakainen's YouTube, IG, and Facebook accounts. We'll see y'all next week.
Hit it.
I'm gonna get real weird with it.
Do it. Do it.
Little much. Let him watch.
Okay, you some kind of bad boy or something?
Yep, I'm a bad boy. Oh. I don't care about it.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
I'm not even a real doctor.
Ooh, that is bad.
I killed a man.
You what?
So I got that for.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Will the congregation please rise? How much weight do you think I could bench press?
What the f*** are you talking about?
You're an idiot.
That is correct.
Jesus Christ! Eat my short. That is one big pile of I'll eat pieces of like you for breakfast.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
Put it in front of me.
Eat
If I wasn't acting,
You eat asshole!
No. Never give up. Never surrender.
go yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're tearing me apart.
Done. Untangle. Done.
Thank you. Thank you.